Yo, 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 once again, we're back. This is We're Just the Messengers podcast. Of course, I'm Moe.
I'm Mike.
Hey, man, we back in the building, man. We had a little Christmas break, but, we back in here, man. How my fellas feel? Like, of course, my dog Drew Money on the boards.
Yes, sir. Back in the building.
Sirree. Episode 99, man. How was y'all Christmas, man?
Had a lovely Christmas, man. Real good. Real good. Can't complain at all.
I see you wearing some of the fruits of your labor.
Yes,
You know
man.
what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
shout out to my girl. She got me the Steve.
That's
man.
what's up. That's what's up,
When
Drew.
I was sleeping over at the fair.
Yeah, you're trying
With
to
the bullshit ass rims.
right. Drew, how was your Christmas, man?
Man, my Christmas was great. It was great. Went out to Orangeburg with the fam. Kick it out there with in the sticks and shit.
Right.
And yeah, man, came back to Charleston. Got up with my coworkers for at Voodoo, and boy, I got to shout out my homegirl Ajay. Best mac and cheese I've ever had in my life, y'all. Boy, I ain't gonna lie,
word,
bro. That
word.
shit been smack, bro. I got a plate in the house right now. I just thought about that shit, but yeah, everything was love though, man. How was yours though, Mo?
Mine was pretty good, man. You know what I'm saying? I felt like a young nigga cleaned up. You know what I'm saying? Got a lot of things. A lot of things going on for Christmas, man.
So you cleaned up real good.
Yeah, man. Got me some J's. Got me some, smell goods. Got a fire stick. Got all kind of shit.
Damn,
man.
boy, I ain't get none of that. I got some drawers, some socks.
Oh, I got that too.
Yeah, but that's all I really be asking for nowadays.
Yeah, that's all as men.
I
that's
don't
all
really need nothing.
I really asked for a mattress cover, and I got it.
Oh, word. That's what's up,
Yeah,
man.
so-
That's what's up.
I wanted that just to have a backup one, so I'm good.
Hey man, you know when you get older, like the smallest things for Christmas make you happy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you say boxes, like I was happy with that. Like
the necessities.
yeah, the necessities, like
Yeah.
good shit too though. Like don't
Shit
give me
that you
no
gonna need for the house, backup shit.
yeah, like don't give me no Fruit of the Loom boxes for Christmas now. Like you gonna go
You got beef with Fruit of the Loom?
not beef, but Christmas time you can at least get me some Calvin Kleins. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They got Tommies in the pack. Don't do me like that now. You know what I'm saying, Mike? If you don't give me some,
I feel you.
you don't give me some boxes for Christmas. Give me some good ones.
I feel you.
I
See, it's some bad brands of that shit.
No, it's really not no bad brand. I'm just saying, me personally,
You have a preference? Oh, okay.
you know what I'm saying? I can buy Fruit of the Loom boxes, year round.
I feel what you're saying.
Get
Now.
your boy some good, some high cotton, Christmas boxes. That's all I'm saying.
Niggas said Christmas boxes.
I know niggas hit the club over the break.
Yeah,
I was
man.
in
Any
the
sort of
club-
vibes?
I was in the club Friday. That shit was on tilt.
Was it
You
on
went to
tip?
Vibe? That's the club you be going to?
Yeah, I was
Vibes?
in Vibes Friday. Friday was on tilt Friday, man. There's a lot going on in there. I see folks been in there last night though, but honestly, Vibes been popping this whole week, man. Like with Christmas night, Christmas Eve. That shit been popping this whole week, man. So once again, shout out to Vibes, man.
Hey,
Drew, we
big
in it
up.
tonight or what, man?
It's
Pull
my
up,
birthday
boys.
tomorrow, man. So I might be
you
with
not
the
going
shits,
home
man.
after this. That's just what's going on.
Everything's going up today for me at
All
least.
right,
For real.
Boy, about
But
to be smacked.
and
Mike's coming with us, guys.
we getting Mike smacked, man.
We getting him fucked up for my birthday.
That's what we on today.
30
man.
on the 30th, baby. Let's go.
Let's go, man.
How you living, Mike? How you living? My dog trying to think.
All right, man. Well, let's get into some of this bullshit, man. Karol Sanchez is faked a kidnapping right before Christmas and was exposed in a mere 48 hours.
Nasty. Jussie Smollett 2.0.
What's going on with these Jussie Smollett niggas? Because we had Karol, we had Brother Nature.
I don't know, man.
Brother Nature tried
Damn,
to...
I forgot about that shit.
Brother Nature got his ass whooped and
Oh,
tried to...
we'll get on that later.
All right. We got some
I
bar.
forgot that shit.
Yeah, we
happened.
definitely. That's what we. I looked at this. I was like, oh yeah. When you said Jussie Smollett, I was like, oh, okay, yeah.
This
All right.
is wild.
So yeah, man. So Karol Sanchez, she decides to fake this kidnapping. But the thing is, wait, when it first broke, I was like, whoa, this is.
Yeah, because we've been having a string of like
like
black women getting
kidnapped. And much sincerity to them. I hope everything goes well with all of those situations because that's a real situation that's going on out here. So when this happens and they actually had video footage of this shit, I'm like, damn, like what's going on out here? You know what I'm saying? So then when it comes to find out, they find this girl they found a day later or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then she I guess when they was asking her about it, I guess she just went ahead and confessed because she couldn't piece together a good enough story But it's like, come on, man, like you can't really play like that, bro. Like, come on,
All because
man.
she didn't want to move back home, to, I know it was a different country, but I think it was like Jamaica or something like that. All because she didn't want to move back. And on top of that, her boyfriend was like 20-something, 30-something maybe. It's somewhere in between that range. I want to say 30-something for some reason. But it might have been like 20-something. She only like 16, 17.
Oh man.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So she was on her, I'm sorry, Martin, I don't want to go back to Arizona shit.
Yeah, then on top of that, her boyfriend being like overage and shit like that. Yeah. That shit was nasty.
Yeah, that sound nasty. So yeah, man.
That was some sucker shit, man.
So
I ain't even gonna lie. Like that shit gives a real disgusting taste, like, towards it all. Because honestly, there's a lot of people out here who really getting kidnapped and really is missing people. So to even play around like that, it's goofy as hell. And honestly, they should lock her ass the fuck up for that shit.
I'm about to ask that. Did she face any?
16. Her boyfriend's 23.
Oh,
He helped stage it
He's dumb as fuck too. Like, they're both children together.
because she didn't want to go back to Honduras.
I'm about to say. So did she get any kind of consequences for this? Or?
I haven't heard any update as far as
First off, lock that nigga up.
1000%.
Lock that nigga up.
Well,
For
that's
fucking with
off
a
rip.
16-year-old.
Yeah,
Yeah,
fuck that
You with a
nigga.
16-year-old, like, yeah, you wildin'.
Get this nigga out the paint.
You damn near your mid-20s, my nigga. But yeah, man. But so that was it with that. There was no type of.
I haven't seen any discipline as far as like on her end, but yeah, she didn't see some type of juvenile detention center something for that shit. You gotta set an example. Like, you can't let this shit ride, man. This was definitely the year like faking shit with serious issues that go on in this country. So can't be playing around with shit like that, especially off the heels of all these kidnappings going on whatever amongst our black women. Like, now you really going too far.
That's what got me, because then when they had the video of this shit, I'm like, damn, like, and it was like it's right in front of her mom. Like, her mom was right there. I'm like, anything could happen to both of them. Like, if this was real, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just like, damn, like, what's going on out here? Then to find out this shit is fake, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to have their emotions pulled like that. You know what I'm saying?
There's people in real life searching for this young lady. Like, real life was pulling hours looking for this young lady.
Yeah, there was a lot of man hours went into that. And then,
she out here playing.
I don't know, man. Like, this whole faking shit shit gotta go, man. Just like how Brother Nature did after he caught that fade. You know what I'm saying?
Trying to show off in front of that girl.
Trying to show off in front of that girl and end up catching them hands. You know what I'm saying? Then he goes on Twitter. It was like this video of me getting jumped.
And everybody just looked. And then he had the hands up emoji.
Like, come on, bro. Like, you didn't get jumped.
That shit
You could have just
wild.
said you took an L. Like, you know what I'm saying? You took an L.
I ain't never
bro.
seen a jump with somebody one-on-one. I ain't never
He
seen
might have
that.
felt like he was getting jumped. Cause
He might have. Them hands must have been coming at
them
him
hands
lightning
been
fast.
thumping that ass. Like, their hands were coming down. I was watching, so like, damn, he getting, like, is he even going to pinch this nigga or nothing? Like, you didn't even do anything. But you started this shit, though. Like, you know, your words started this shit. Like, he's on camera saying, like, you're a dead man. Like, telling these niggas you're a dead man. You think somebody gonna, like, just let you go back to your car peacefully after that?
I don't know why he rolled up on them in that restaurant like that anyway. Like,
He had
what was
that
it,
chick.
just
He been
chilling?
showing off for the chick. It was Art Basel.
I wish I
weekend.
could have heard the audio behind that shit, because I want to know why he, like, just rolled up on them like that. They literally was just, like, chilling.
So see what I saw people who was actually in the restaurant tweeting, and it was like, what happened was he tried to come in on some celebrity type shit, and he was ordering food around these people who was just sitting there, and the dude was like, yo, like, you talking over my shoulder, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was like, basically trying to big dog these niggas. Yeah, he came in with this girl. Like I said, it's Art Basel weekend, Miami lit. So, it is what it is. He come in there with the whoop-de-whoop trying to big dog the situation. And then you end up telling these people that they dead men?
Yeah, I remember he was at the door. He had his phone out, telling them that shit, like, pointing, like, oh, no, you out of pocket.
Like, you out of pocket. Nobody's going to let you walk back peacefully to your car, like, behind that.
So he got his ass whooped outside the restaurant and inside.
He got his ass whooped outside first. Came back in trying to do something. I guess he was punch drunk, so he came back in and was trying to do more and got whooped on again. So I don't know which one he thought he got jumped at because it's footage of both, and it was 1-on-1 each time.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't understand where he getting this whole I got jumped shit from. But then the crazy part is when we found they found a dude's Twitter that whooped his ass. He was under this nigga like tweets at Miami police. Yes. He was adding them. Like he was adding the Miami Police Department.
This is the one, guys.
The most famous tactic after a fight is when people they post a video the next day of their face with some gangster music playing in the background. Probably with a homie or something in the background. His real little brother his real big brother really with the shits, but it's like, nigga, you wasn't there last night, so we can't really. And your little brother is snitching, basically. Like, he should even have spoke on this shit. Honestly,
he really should have.
Just left the shit alone.
Left the shit alone if he was going to take the goofy route like that. Like, when nigga, like, you atting the police? What's wrong with you?
I don't know what niggas be on with that shit. Brother Nature, that shit just.
Like, he went full white woman. Like,
when I first heard this shit, I'm like, damn, who want to fight Brother Nature? All he just fucking.
Oh yeah, the sympathy was pouring.
Oh, he got mad sympathy pussy that day. I think he still got it after the fact.
Yeah,
if I ain't mistaken.
Yeah, even when it come out, he was lying. He was like, "Oh, we don't care." I saw a lot of girls like, "Oh, we don't care." I was like, "Oh, okay." I see how that worked. Hey man, shout out to all the ladies, man, who giving out that sympathy coochie, man. That's all I can say.
Woo woo. Well, that was still posting up with his animals. Hey. Oh, the memes with Canelo is funny though.
Hey,
well, the one had posted that scene from Family Guy with Dog.
Oh yeah,
with Dog shooting at the deer, the deer throwing all his ass.
This nigga just tweeted yesterday with some monkeys or some shit, and the nigga quoted was like, "Oh, we ain't forget about that shit, my nigga." I was like, "Oh, all right."
Give us some time, niggas will forget about that shit.
Oh, it's already forgotten about.
Yeah, it's already forgotten about.
Don't worry about it.
Really came out here. But hey, man, niggas gotta stop lying, man.
Yeah, stop.
And stop playing around with real life situations.
And stop snitching, man. If you gonna be out here doing shit to cause your situation, don't snitch once you get your ass whooped or something. Don't do that.
Speaking of ass whoopings, and I didn't see it. Niggas saying Wack 100 got his ass whooped, but I didn't see none of that on video. I just saw him chasing after a nigga.
I saw the
ran.
aftermath, and then it sounded like he was saying this nigga knocked me out or something. It sounded like he was saying that, but I don't really know.
Because his Nipsey Hussle comments.
Yeah, supposedly the dude was named J Rock. It was Nipsey's bodyguard. He caught him slipping that Rolling Loud and gave him that Sweet Chin music. So that's what I'm hearing. I saw
the video where they had freeze frame it with Blueface was like looked like he was laughing.
Yeah, he was laughing. He was laughing at that shit. I don't think Blueface takes anything seriously though. Like after I saw that, I was like, oh yeah, your manager just got his ass whooped and you laughing at this shit in the middle of the crowd.
My dog pulled a Nino Brown in the middle of the hood. Remember when Lilo was giving out the turkeys?
Oh, yeah.
This nigga Blueface is throwing out money to the homeless, man. Like,
making it rain.
That shit was just a wild scene. I have an issue with him giving money to the homeless because that's what they need.
Why you doing it like that, though?
Why you doing it like that? That shit is wild.
Then he try to play the victim role. It don't matter what you do. People will never be happy. Like, nigga, nigga, this don't apply to that, bro.
I wouldn't make it rain for the homeless people.
I wouldn't make it rain on the homeless people. You can hand it to
him. Just give him. Yeah, I hand it to him. I gave money to homeless people before, and I about to make it rain.
You didn't go out like you was in strokers.
I wouldn't even like toss it at them. It's a way that you do it.
They're still humans, bro.
They're still humans at the end of the day.
Bro, nigga, like nobody's like down in
like they were some vultures or something. Like they was like,
and you make them act like that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you gotta think they already in a desperate situation. Somebody come out there sprinkling money in a crowd. Like, what do you think they gonna do?
Mm-hmm. That shit is just.
I don't know, man.
They already fiending for a means of living. So for you to just throw the money, like, nah, I wasn't rocking with that one. That shit was wild. But yeah, Blueface was in the background, looked like he was laughing. Like, to me, I don't think that shit was that serious. Like, and I ain't seen no footage of the man getting hit. So I don't know. I don't know how to gauge that.
Neither, but a lot of niggas riding and say that happened, but I don't, like you say, I ain't seen no footage of it. I mean, if it did happen, I mean, it serves them right. You know what I'm saying? He was talking crazy about a lot of people lately, so
man, that whole clique been talking crazy. Game said Michael Jackson broke up him and 50 beef.
What do you think about that?
It's expected. It's the game.
But still though, like, what is this? Like, what's wrong with this nigga, man? Like,
that's him. That's what he do. That's his thing. Like, all he do is tell stories and lie about it. There's no way in hell Michael Jackson is breaking up no beef between
50 Cent and the Game.
No, there's no way Michael is doing that. He's non-confrontational, first of all. And he never stuck his business in nobody else shit.
Hey, man. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Some other Michael Jackson shit I saw, they were saying Michael Jackson was supposed to take Thong Song from Cisco.
Nah. I didn't want to hear that.
Did you see that?
I saw it, but I don't want to hear that from Michael Jackson.
I don't want to hear that from Michael Jackson either.
No.
Like,
Cisco. That's Cisco.
Only
Cisco could do that.
That was Cisco's destiny to do Thong Song.
Yeah, no. I don't want to hear Michael Jackson doing Thong Song.
That would have sounded crazy.
No, that shit would have sounded crazy. Certain songs ain't for Mike, and that's one of them.
Dog, no.
Mike is the GOAT, but no.
No Thong Song for Michael Jackson.
No way.
Bro.
No.
I saw that.
Not at that time.
No,
99, 2000? No.
He was quiet around that time, too, though.
Mike was already past his.
Yeah, like.
No. And it was a new sound, too. So Michael couldn't really have touch with. Nah, he couldn't have touch with that. No.
He is wavy enough for it now, but that ain't for him. That ain't him.
Yeah. I mean, Mike still. I mean, he had Yeah, that just ain't his lane.
Yeah, that ain't his lane.
He gave us an album that around that time too, and had "You Rock My World"
yeah,
on
Rock
there.
My World and
that's it. That's more his pocket.
Yeah, he had the
Thong Song.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, that's a dub.
R.I.P. to Mike, man.
But yeah, man, like the back to this Wack 100 shit, man. So, what was I about to say? So, like, what? It's kind of contradictory to me that, you know, when it comes to Game, like he's so pro Nipsey. And then when it come to Wack, like your boss just be shitting on this man. Like
he still hasn't even talked. There was a clip of Game talking about Nipsey and how he brought Nipsey to some. I bet he was breaking out a story with Nip, and Wack 100 was in the background like shaking his head, like agreeing to everything that Game was saying. And it was like, why we ain't never came across no clip with Game addressing or nobody asking him about how he feel about his manager speaking on Nipsey.
Like, this is your manager, my nigga. Like,
yeah, and you look at Nipsey as your brother. So
like that shit can't fly.
I mean, he let that shit slide. He let it slide. Yeah, basically what it is. He let man slide with that shit.
That's nasty, man. I'm sorry, but that's disgusting right there, man. I saw I don't even know what to say about that. Like that's just.
I mean, that's the time that we in, man. A lot of people be running with wild takes, and that's just wild shit for him to say. Like almost, and then the timing of it all is just like, bruh, like ain't nobody gonna have nothing bad to say about Nipsey. Like, just celebrate what he gave to the game and just leave it at that. It don't gotta be, oh, he ain't no legend. Oh, what's your definition of a legend? And
he never did.
That man was a legend outside of music in his community, so none of that shit really matters.
He never did international tours. This man was on independent international tours.
You gotta have an international tour to be a legend.
Yeah,
now?
that didn't make sense. But you're still wrong in saying that, though.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
like,
so it's like, you know, I hope. Never mind, man. But anyways, moving on. Eminem versus the Black Squad, man.
That should go, man.
Hey, man, that Shady Records check bounced, man. So it's fuck Eminem, bro. That's all I got to say, man. Hey, man, I'm with the Black Squad. I'm with the Wild Now Boys. And
this man got barred up by Nick Cannon.
This nigga got barred up by Charlie Clips and Hitman Holla.
And Conceited.
The Black Squad.
That shit wild. He got in his bag though. He had some whack lines, but he did have a couple of lines in there that was.
Hey, them boys called Eminem a white devil. Hey, when I heard that bar, I was like, "Oh, these niggas is really like rapping." Like,
but he already got killed by Machine Gun Kelly, so I mean, I didn't expect this Nick Cannon shit though.
Nah, Machine Gun Kelly really did kill him.
But he fucked up that verse on Fat Joe's song. Like for a beat like that, he didn't do that beat no justice. You ain't supposed to rap no shit like that on that kind of beat. You heard the verse?
Yeah, that shit was trash.
Yeah, and that beat was fire. You supposed to go on some. I don't know why Fat Joe put him on that song, man.
Why do people call Eminem for features in 2019?
Yeah, man, he ain't about to give you. He really fucked up that beat because that beat was fire. Like I don't want to hear that shit on that, man. And the Mariah shit, like, dog, let it go.
Like he wasn't even like, yeah, like that beat wasn't even for Eminem like flow. So like, why Why would you call Eminem? Was that just for like a
You could have called Andre 3000 or something.
Was that just for a name grab? And Andre didn't even feel like rapping no more. But I would still call Andre before I call Eminem.
Yeah, I definitely would.
So it's like I don't know, man. Niggas.
Speaking of Andre, that nigga had an interview where he said why he don't make music no more.
Yeah, he said he don't know where he sits right at the table right now. Basically, what from what I got from him, he was like he said he feel like his past kind of precede what he would do right now.
Oh,
so it's like he know how high the bar set for him if he was to drop like a solo project right now.
Gotcha.
And he said he basically like from what I got from it like the lights is too much, and I respect that. I'd rather you say that than
that lights is too much for him.
I mean, he said he don't. Plus, he said he don't feel like he don't know where he would sit at. Like, what would you want to hear on an Andre 3000 solo album in 2019? Like, be real.
Andre 3000. I mean, he ain't got to tap into no. Like, I mean, just do you. Everybody, you don't always have to change. I think when a lot of people say like times change, like, of course you don't want to hear like you don't want to hear Reasonable Doubt Jay in 2019, but you can still be in your pocket. You see what I'm saying? Like, you can still do your thing. Andre ain't never really had a subject matter that he like had. You know how certain rappers have a subject matter that's them. Like Pusha T got the the cocaine raps and the hustle.
I feel what you're saying, but
he don't really have a content matter. He just raps.
Yeah.
He just raps real well, and he tells stories real well.
Yeah, I mean, I feel what you're saying. I do feel like what he's saying though. I respect him saying it rather than dropping some shit he's not comfortable with as an artist. You know what I'm saying? Because that's got to be probably the worst feeling. Like you just drop some shit to try to satisfy people, but you ain't really feeling it. You know what I'm saying? Like I can see where he coming from with that.
I want to see Eminem and Andre 3000 in a rap battle. Because this is running narrative about both of them that, they're untouchable. Nobody really want to see them. So why don't you just put them two in a room and just go at it?
How about the winner face Kendrick Lamar in a rap battle?
I'm
I mean, he's a boogeyman of rap too though.
I don't know why.
If we sticking to that narrative, then people always say nobody.
Nick Cannon watch all of them. How about that? Since we
so Jada say he's watching anybody for $500K. Who? Jada?
Oh, okay.
He say put him in a room with anybody for $500K.
No, and I fuck with Jadakiss, but no.
Who watching Jadakiss in the rap battle?
There's nobody that I can say there's nobody's gonna watch, but him like these narratives about Andre 3000, Eminem, and Kendrick Lamar like being like
the boogeyman.
Untouchable. Yeah, it's no. Sorry, no.
Mike definitely feeling that Kendrick shit.
J. Cole will get that nigga. They ain't out doing. It'd be like a 2-1 rap battle. Like rap battles be having like 3 rounds. It'd be like nobody's really washing nobody. But you say Kendrick Lamar name, niggas be like, oh my god, like you don't want to see Kendrick. Like why?
That control verse did a lot of niggas mental, man.
Please, I think Big Crit rap better than Kendrick Lamar. I've been saying that. That's not even no hot take. I've been saying that for years. That's just my personal opinion. Like straight rapping, like let's talk about the control verse. Let's talk about Mount Olympus. Like, I mean, to me him rapping on that song was better rapping than Kendrick Lamar on Control, because that's what everybody referred to. Because what verses recently can we go off of that? Been like, okay, like Kendrick Lamar really killed that shit. The Control verse is the one that did it in his BET cipher.
Yes, I think it's
when
more
when he dissed Drake and Papoose.
What do you say about Drake?
The line where he was like, made the sensitive rapper get back in his pajamas or some shit like that.
Oh yeah. He did say that. Yeah. He did say that.
But them two been trading shots at each other over the last 5-6 years.
So I mean, I think we talked about this before, but what's keeping it from like being like real smoke though? Like what's, in my opinion, I feel like that should have been over and done with. Do you feel like somebody ducking somebody in that?
Who?
In this whole Kendrick Drake shit?
To me, honestly, though, I had to get refreshed on it because to me, them niggas ain't really had no.
I didn't
beef.
And you right in saying
So when
that
somebody told me about, that's who I asked. I asked Mez yesterday. I was like, where's this thing about Kendrick don't fuck with Drake? And he was like, the BET cipher. And I was like, that was it. Like I just looked at it as like competitive, like competitive shit.
That's like a light bar. Like that wasn't.
Yeah, and then Genius has an article where they broke down lyrics in their songs over the last 6 years where they've been throwing shots at each other. But I look at it like some Hove and Drake shit.
Is it anything like substantial?
Now, I do remember that King Kunta bar when he was like, rappers got having ghostwriters now and shit. I remember that, but I didn't take it as like malice. Like, of course, that's easy.
We know who that's talking about.
Yeah, we know who that's talking about, and it was easy to use at the time. Like, if you was you was real like big around that time, and you
the ghostwriting.
Yeah, the ghostwriting bar was an easy jab to use at the time. So I didn't really take it as no malice.
But all right, but even in saying that, like we still gotta keep it honest. Like, was that something? If it's no malice, well, why would you touch it? If you don't really feel,
I would have touched it.
You would have touched it.
Yeah, if I was a rapper, I would have touched it at the time. Yeah, it's easy to use. It's like jab. I mean, we all rappers, ain't nothing. You know, it would have been a dope play on words. You know how many dope play on words you could use with ghostwriting allegations?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Anybody would have. I feel like anybody would have used that. But if he don't really fuck with him, I haven't heard a Kendrick come out and say it. He just been throwing subs in songs.
And see, that's the thing. All right, so even if you don't,
and then even on Drake and like on his interview, he said between him, Cole, and Kendrick, like they did great things this decade. Like he appreciated everything that both of them had done. I felt like if he really had an issue with him, he would have said it like how he said with Kanye, like how he felt. Well, I ain't about to mend nothing with him. I ain't about to mend nothing with Pusha T. I never felt like.
Why do he still feel a way about Kanye?
You just don't fuck with the man. He told you why.
Didn't he?
You just feel like the man fake.
Didn't he shout him out for his birthday?
He shot him out when he dropped So Far Gone too. He said he don't have no issue with him. He said his problem is something that he can't fix.
But why you even like it's? You can't really say you don't fuck with a nigga and you still shout him out and shit like that. Like I don't see how that works. Like that's all I'm saying. Like I don't. If he want to say that there's no real beef, and then you want to still say I'm not, mending nothing with these people, then I'm not shouting you out. That's all I'm saying. Like that's not, you know what I'm saying, Drew? It just don't make sense to me at all. Cause I don't fuck with a nigga. Like I'm not wishing him no type of energy at all. Like I'm not even mentioning this nigga. Like it just don't.
Cause I mean it depends because I've been in that situation.
But at the same time, like you ain't.
I'm not gonna go out my way to fix nothing with you. Your issues with me. So I'm not gonna go out my way to like fix anything. Whatever your personal beef is like the man still say he look at him outside of Wayne, his favorite artist all time. It's just like on the personal shit. It's just like his issue with me is like he has to fix that. I don't have no issue with him, but I'm not gonna go on my way to fix it. So I can feel him on that. But like the Kendrick Lamar shit, like I never felt like those niggas had no real beef.
Yeah, I think that's just like some media shit, man. I feel like even for Kendrick on Kendrick's side, I feel like he should because it's been like you said, it's been like 6 years, like this back and forth shit. So it's like we don't for what it's worth, we don't even see like
that shit ain't got no weight. That shit ain't got no weight.
It don't, but at the same time, like we don't.
I haven't seen anything to like.
We don't even get no Kendrick interviews like that for we can even like get into that. So
yeah,
it's like I feel like he should have had it like I say something like yo like I want to make sure that niggas know, you know what I'm saying, like there is no, yeah,
because I saw a girl, she posted her story and it was just like, oh, it's weird that after they did the work on Take Care and Good Kid, Mad City, like shit just went left. I'm like, what you mean? Like them boys ain't never. If they had it, I ain't never seen the shit, and that's just why I left it. Like I ain't know. I just thought they was trading bars with each other, like kind of like how Drake and Hov been trading bars at each other. Like that's how I looked at it. That's how I really looked at it. Like it was just, niggas throw bars at each other all the time. It don't really be no malice behind it. So, and I felt like if it did, Drake would have said it like, oh yeah, well, he got an issue with me and I ain't got no issue with him, but. I just left it at that, but like Kendrick Lamar being this, this somebody you don't want to rap against, like nah, dog, like I don't believe it. The nigga is one of the greatest rappers of all time. He got arguably the best album of this decade. But like,
I ain't seen this whole like Devo shit y'all try to do. Like, you know, nobody wants no smoke with Kendrick. Like,
I'm not seeing.
He can very well get barred up like anybody else.
Yeah, and if somebody bar him up in a song, what he gonna do? He gonna come back. He gonna throw bars, and then we could just leave it at that. You know what? It's kind of like the Joyner Lucas, Tory Lanez shit.
What do you mean?
When they was going back and forth, when they each did two songs, both of them got all, but Tory got the best of him. You see what I'm saying? Like, ain't nobody really got washed in that battle. Like, both of them niggas got busy.
Imagine losing a rap beef to Joyner Lucas. That'd be wild.
But he part of your clique too, though. That's your man's.
Hey man, that shady check bounce, man. Like, I don't got how what was the
See
last?
how Drew look at you?
What was the title? Hold on. What was the title of last episode? I got nothing for that man. You know what I'm saying? I got nothing for him. You know what I'm saying? That check bounce, shady. Like, y'all niggas got some rectifying to do, man. You know what I'm saying? Send some Eminem 4s and send that check.
So what is that shit about anyway? The shady check.
I mean, I need that check. Well, honestly, no. Nah,
how it started? Oh, you was just You was just
I was on Instagram. What was that? A couple weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I had got into it with Crooked Eye. Shout out to Crooked Eye.
Oh, you ain't tell me about that.
And you know,
why you ain't tell me about that?
I did. I thought you saw it. Like, I was live tweeting everything. Like, niggas was trying to. I didn't know.
Last time you said Crooked Eye fans was on. You said Instagram though.
No, on Twitter. My fault. On the TL.
Oh, that's because you. I think was that off the heels of you saying 50 Cent.
Yeah, niggas riding for. Yeah, niggas is coons. Like, niggas is coons, man. Like,
so Crooked Eye.
Niggas was trying to make this shit about like some other shit, and I'm like, man, y'all niggas acting like coons, man. Like, I said this under one of his tweets. And niggas
but see, like, with 50 posts, I don't think he was real serious.
Nah, but still, y'all did this shit the last time when y'all let Eminem, you know, Euro step into a beef he had nothing to do with.
What was the last time?
That Ja Rule and 50 Cent beef. He had nothing to do with this beef. But then all y'all want to get around this man and protect him when he want to step into this beef. Like, he's his own man. Like, stop the coonery, bro.
So you ain't even.
I don't like none of that shit. And then when y'all try to,
Crooked Eye had at you.
He was like, "How am I a coon?" I was like, "Man, y'all niggas riding for this nigga. Like, he's his own man. You know what I'm saying? He can do his own beef, dog. Like, he can do his own beefs, bro." Like, then with the Joyner Lucas.
I mean, no, you're right, because Nick Cannon ain't said nothing, and you name drop his baby mama in the song. Like,
yeah, like, that's
corny.
corny.
Let that shit go.
That's corny, bro. Like, that's corny as fuck.
Yeah,
like,
let it go.
Let's call a
that
spade a
shit 15
spade.
years ago. That
That's
shit
what I'm saying. Like, let's call a spade a spade. Y'all boss is a weirdo.
No, he is.
Like, y'all boss is a weirdo, bro. And this is y'all boss, and y'all still choose to, you know, defend this shit. Y'all are defending weird shit. Like,
the man still put you in a cabana though.
Let's get into that. So like, I'm like, honestly, on some real shit, I did not know how exhausting battling niggas' whole fan bases can be. But that shit is exhausting, my nigga. Y'all hear me?
No, I feel you.
That shit is exhausting, bro. And I'll tell you this, I held my own for as long as I could, but that shit got exhausting. You
ain't been feeling that shit. So Crooked Eye, what he say after that? He
was like, I ain't no coon. Niggas was in my mentions like, y'all niggas throw that word around too loosely. It was like a bunch of suit and tie niggas in my mentions. You know, niggas that wear bow ties with short sleeve polo shirts, talking about y'all wear this, y'all wear this shit, y'all throw that word around, and y'all look like coons. Why y'all telling me this? So I'm like, who am I to believe here? The information is misleading.
You been tired of Eminem though, so I ain't surprised.
I've been tired of this nigga, man. Like, he been trashed this decade. If we won't keep it a buck,
yeah, he hasn't trashed this decade.
This nigga said short sleeve shirts with bow ties, bro.
And Drew, you dress up, so you know that's a violation.
1,000%.
That's a violation. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, I just don't understand like how y'all choose. Y'all choose to align yourself with trash, weirdo trash, and then when y'all get caught out about it, you want to play victim. And, you know, I get it. Like, y'all got fan bases and shit like that. But, like, let's be clear, y'all. Relax. That's all I can say.
No more do be coming out the gates. Like, I remember when Royce had came at Tory real crazy. That's what Tory had told him to suck my dick.
Oh, he did. Oh, yeah.
But Royce had came at that man crazy. Man, I think he would have barred his ass up, too. I ain't even going to lie. I would think he would have gave that nigga some balls. Tory Lanez ain't lose a rap battle yet. He beat Joyner Lucas. I don't see why he couldn't go up against Royce.
I thought Don Q was going to do it, but
no.
I thought so. I fuck with Don Q though.
I fuck with Don, but no. No.
You ain't hearing
he's
that,
a different animal, bro. Like I think people really get blinded to the fact that he's an R&B nigga. I mean, I think he even killed, to be honest with you. I don't know really what, like when it comes to if there was an artist that I wouldn't distinguish between rap and R&B,
I can't put him in either lane. Like he's
like the nigga is nice as fuck, and Jordan Lucas supposed to be like of that cloth, and that nigga really gave it to you.
You got barred up, nigga. Like,
man, I put Tory up against a whole slaughterhouse. Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. I put him up against them niggas.
I put against someone like Joel Ortiz.
Hold on, do Joe still claim Slaughterhouse? Do he still claim Slaughterhouse?
He don't, but he will.
So
I don't give a fuck what Joe say. He's Slaughterhouse.
So you saying if Joe got that call and be like, yo, like, you know?
I don't think he wants smoke with Tory Lanez.
No, I'm just saying a period. Like if niggas want to do like a Slaughterhouse like tour album,
he'll do it. If for what Joe be doing for the right price, he'll do it.
For what Joe be doing,
yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
No, that's real shit. If the nigga gonna do reality TV, you don't think he would do a comeback tour with Slaughterhouse?
That's what I'm asking.
For the right price? Yeah, he would. Hell yeah, he would. Yeah, definitely. But I'll put Tory Lanez up against, just because them niggas be talking crazy. Like, yeah, I'll put Tory Lanez against all them niggas. All of them niggas. He ain't lose yet. And he ain't go up against no trash niggas now. He went up against some
honestly, that was this year, right?
Niggas, yeah.
Damn,
the Don Q shit was early this year, I think.
Yeah, a lot happened this year, bro. When we really think about it, like, because we did say the music started off kind of slow, but it was a lot going on without albums, though.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that was going on.
It picked up around the summer.
Yeah, that was going on. You still had, what was going on else? Like, it was just a lot of shit going on, man.
That when that nigga, after he cleaned up Jordan, he was like, the best rapper. I'm like, you really couldn't argue it. The nigga really get busy.
Nobody said nothing.
But that whole Slaughterhouse clique, and I ain't really gonna say all of them. It's just a couple of them niggas. Like, yeah, man. Royce did come at that man crazy though. It's like Tory's like, hey, bro, like,
what Royce say? What did Royce say?
So Royce basically had comment about his like freestyle or whatever, and was like, oh, this shit ain't really been all that or something along them lines. And Tory been like, hey, bro, like, y'all old dudes be coming out the cut and basically on that type of energy.
Oh, old nigga.
And the shit had kept going back and forth, and Tory was like, some dick, but then they had squashed the shit.
Oh yeah, he did. I remember that because niggas was like, oh, y'all just be saying suck my dick loosely to everybody and shit. And I was like, man.
But that whole Slaughterhouse clique, yeah, man. Well, first of all, y'all boss got cleaned up by Nick Cannon, so you gotta redeem yourself after that.
First off, that nigga's baby mama cleaned him up 10 years ago. So
who baby mama?
Mariah cleaned that nigga. That Upset song.
Yeah.
That Upset song. She cleaned that nigga up, man. Get that nigga out of here.
You got cleaned up by a singer, fam.
You got cleaned up by one of the top vocalists of all time.
That's crazy. He really is obsessed with her. I don't know what it is. Like, he need to let that shit go.
Like, that
she
shit
done moved
weird.
on, got married, had 2 kids, like, in a whole
and
other
divorced and all. Like,
divorced and all in a whole nother relationship.
Like,
you wildin',
like,
man.
let all Mariah trying to do is get her a little money, do her Christmas song every year, and relax.
There's be a lot of wild shit going on, man. These niggas, man. Speaking of wild, your mans.
Hey, hold on, before you
say your man's again.
Hold on, before you say that. Hey y'all ever notice? Just talk to the listeners, man. Y'all ever notice like if somebody like say like your man's or your girl,
right,
or your team or something? It's never nothing related to nothing positive.
I told Moe I'm gonna start attaching some positive shit behind.
So
hey,
going in 2020, we're gonna attach. When y'all know how we say it. Like, you know, you say your homegirl call you ladies. He's like, hey girl, I know you seen your girl. You know, some shit like that.
Dog, if this shit gets so bad, niggas come off the rip, be like, I don't know who you talking about, but it ain't you, man. Niggas come text me back. I'm like, damn.
Right. I remember Mike texted me one day about some shit called Kanye. But he was like, hey, you seen your boy Kanye? I was like, man, I don't even know what you talking about, bro. Like, I text that nigga that shit back immediately. Like, I don't even know what you talking about, bro. Like, he was like, oh, all right.
Nah. That's your man.
That's your man, though. But yeah, what you about to say?
Your man's Virgil, man. Nigga saying Streetwear dead out here, but he out here. His whole line is Streetwear.
I read the article. Honestly, I don't really feel it. I didn't see a problem with it. I think he was kind of right and wrong at the same time, if that makes sense. Honestly, that's not even on no like because I fuck with Brush or nothing. Like, I see what he was saying, but it was a different way he could have said it. I don't think Streetwear culture would be dead. I feel like it's because the way he worded it, I feel like he should have said it's going to turn into some other shit. Because that's essentially what it's kind of doing in I kind of see it too.
But he's wrong.
I don't think he's wrong. I feel like he could have worded it.
Anything outside of dressing up is streetwear.
Nah, he didn't say nothing about dressing up.
But I'm saying anything outside of dressing up is streetwear.
Right, but that's what I'm saying.
It can't die.
He was wrong in saying that it was gonna die. I feel he should have. He should have reworded it right. If we're gonna say he was wrong in saying that, then yeah. But I don't think his overall take was wrong at all. A lot of the current clothing is vintage inspired. He was saying that, so I can't really say he was wrong in saying that. Now saying streetwear is gonna die.
Especially in 2020?
Yeah, it'll never die. Nigga, you incorporate streetwear into everything you've done with Louis Vuitton. You know what I'm saying? I can't say it's gonna die. He is the reason why streetwear has a presence within high fashion right now.
Off-White is streetwear.
I mean, I can't really say that though.
It's labeled as Italian streetwear. That's not an opinion. That's a fact.
I don't know no streetwear brand that make women's boots. That's never happened before. Now, if we want to say it's high end streetwear, I'll go with that. If we want to put that Italian shit on there, that's what I'll credit that to. But I can't say. I'm not gonna say that's a pure streetwear brand. That's not.
Hold on, it's a woman. It's an actual woman boot. What are you talking about?
Yeah, he has a whole woman's line. No streetwear brand has a specific woman's line.
Off-White has a woman's line.
Yeah,
but women can be incorporating streetwear too.
And I'm not saying they can't, but it's usually how I've seen it is usually a straight woman's brand like Hell's Bells, Married to the Mob. Those are like OG women's streetwear brands, and that's just what it is. Those are specifically women. I've never seen. Like I'll say Bape too. Bape got women's line, but I've never seen like the hundreds or some shit like that. That's an OG streetwear brand. They don't have a women's line. A lot of these women, the OG like streetwear brands don't have women's lines. Like Virgil has women's lines, and it's not like basic streetwear. It's high end shit. Like he makes purses. He makes like actual women's pieces. So I can't really say. It's streetwear, and the same thing go for women. Bro, for men, the nigga make cowboy boots and shit like that. That's not streetwear. It's not. That's just not what it is,
bro. Just because you have a gender within your streetwear doesn't take away the fact that it's streetwear.
Nah, you're not. You're missing the overall point. Like it's not even about the. If you want to label streetwear, that's on you. If you want to do that, I don't see it as that. Just off the pieces that I've seen him make, it's not streetwear to me.
Bro, his whole clothing line for men, dog. He makes
it's more. It's more than just what you see like on Bloomingdale's.com. I mean, on the websites and shit like that. You have to actually like look at his fashion. Look at his fashion shows. Those don't be streetwear pieces. Like this man be having like full on ensembles like suits and shit like that. That's not streetwear.
He still be having streetwear in his clothing line.
But
though. That's
overall, the whole brand to me is not streetwear. If y'all wanna run with that, that's cool. I don't see it as that.
That's what it's labeled as.
I've never seen it. I've never looked at Off-White as streetwear.
You never looked at Off-White? No, I asked about 5 people if Off-White is streetwear, and everybody say yeah.
Never. I've never looked at it as streetwear. Never.
None of their clothing is streetwear. None of it.
I would say it's more like on some designer type shit. I've never looked at it as streetwear. It's designer with streetwear. If you want to say it's designer with streetwear like appeal, then cool. I'm with that. I don't look at it as a pure streetwear line brand. Period.
That's wild, bro. I don't see how. So what would you classify as streetwear? And his shit be high priced like a motherfucker. This man be having a t-shirt for $250, $300.
I mean, every
bruh, I remember you said that, bruh. Listen,
every brand has high price points though.
Yeah, but we talking about just like a graphic t-shirt, like originals, like OG streetwear, like Cross Color, Echo, and all of them. They didn't have t-shirts for no damn $250, $300. They didn't.
Every brand has high price points.
You missing my point, but
I'm not missing your point.
When I'm talking about the actual, like, when you talking about like having graphic t-shirts, you just slapping a graphic on it. They didn't have the shit for $200, $350.
What t-shirt you seen this man do for $350?
Go on the website. They have one on there right now. Go on Off-White website right now and pull it up. And go to t-shirt. Go to men. Go to the tab. You can filter it, and you'll see a shirt on there for $250.
What's wrong with that?
I'm not saying it, but how can you say streetwear gonna die, but yet your foundation is off of streetwear?
I said that as he has a designer brand with streetwear appeal. That doesn't take away from the fact that he's still going to charge what we want for a t-shirt. That's just what it is. Every brand has high price points. If we want to do that, every brand has high price points.
Yeah, but it's the difference between having certain things, like certain pieces, like even with the Platinum Fubu, the only thing that really was high price was when they rolled out the jean jacket suit. That was really the only thing that was really high price.
So you saying platinum FUBU was streetwear? Now you telling me?
Bruh, who else? What would you label it as?
You telling me platinum FUBU was streetwear? That's like urban wear to me. Like, that's like so. And saying that you would say Sean John a streetwear?
Oh my god!
So you saying
this nigga's unbelievable? What do you classify as streetwear, Mo?
Like I'm talking about like
fuck a brand. What do you qualify? What clothing do you qualify as streetwear?
Like if we talk about OG streetwear brands, I'm talking about like Crooks and Castles, Hundreds. Like I said, Hell's Bells, Married to the Mob. Like,
but what type
Stash.
of clothing pieces is what I'm asking?
I mean, not no fucking like FUBU and shit. That's not streetwear, bro. Like that's like those are black designers. Like that's cool, but that's not streetwear. Like
FUBU is not streetwear.
That's not street. I wouldn't put that in streetwear like culture, bro. Like that's not streetwear. Streetwear is shit that's like it cross fusion between rap, skateboarding, shit like that. I've never seen like skaters and shit rocking FUBU, my nigga. Like I've never seen that. That's just what I'm. That's all, it's you gotta like really like. You know, I've never seen this shit, bro. You trying to say FUBU is streetwear? That's not streetwear. Like, that's not streetwear, bro. I don't know, Mike.
Bruh, you tripping, bruh. Big time.
I'm not
that
tripping.
That shit is streetwear, fam. That shit is streetwear. There's no other way around that shit. Like, that's what I'm asking you. Talking about specific clothing pieces, like all them hoodies, t-shirts, and all that. That's streetwear, my nigga.
My nigga, you lost me when you compare Off-White to Platinum FUBU. Honestly, bro, that's not
I didn't
the
compare.
Same.
I said
like that's
all of that shit is streetwear.
My nigga, you brought up Echo and shit. Like I would put Echo as streetwear. That's like
how is Echo streetwear and FUBU is not,
bro? What, bro? That's not streetwear. It's
so
just
it's South Pole streetwear.
It's what?
South Pole.
It's South Pole streetwear.
Dog,
they make the same type of clothing style, so it's South Pole streetwear.
All of them niggas.
It's South Pole streetwear.
I would classify it as that. Yeah.
Okay. Next topic, man.
How it's not? What makes it streetwear?
It's not
if you make it, if
streetwear.
all y'all are making t-shirts and you putting your graphic on, you got hoodies, you got jeans and all that shit, like that type of style. How is it not streetwear?
It's not streetwear,
what clothing
bro.
is classified as streetwear?
It's not. I named you like.
But I said what type of clothing? That's what I'm asking.
It don't matter the type of clothing. I'm talking about just the brands. Period. That would be streetwear. FUBU would not be streetwear. I would put Echo streetwear.
Never
just
heard of
the,
FUBU not being streetwear until 2019.
Who told you FUBU was streetwear, my nigga? Whoever told you that? Whoever told you that? Did they tell you that?
It's not about telling. It's a type of clothing.
No, they never. No, that shit was never. So Polo streetwear.
No, I wouldn't classify.
Okay,
Polo
so
as streetwear.
it's the same type of shit, hoodies and t-shirts and shit, right? But it's not streetwear all of a sudden. Rap niggas wear polo. Was it streetwear because they wore it? Was it?
No. Fam.
Okay, so you proved my fucking point, bro. It's not. It's not. Nautica streetwear. It's all the same shit. If you classify all the shit the same, how South Pole streetwear but polo not streetwear? That don't make no sense. It has to be specific. No, it does.
This
it
shit
really
is not
do.
cut like polo.
But they still have baggy clothing like polo pieces, bro. Like
no, if you go and buy something that ain't your fucking size,
we're not about to do all this, bro. Like now you trying to do all this other shit.
It's not. It's not doing no other shit. If there's clothing is, you even say their shit is European cut. If you go and buy, if I wear a 32 in waist. If I go and buy if I go buy polo jeans that's a 38 waist, it's gonna look fucking baggy on me.
All right, man. None of that shit is.
So what is streetwear to you?
I just told you.
Brands? What OG brands?
I just told you, bro. I just told you. I just did.
So Echo isn't. So Echo is streetwear.
I would say Echo streetwear just because of the. It's deeper than just saying the type of clothes they make, my nigga. Like nobody, like they was doing like specific collaborations with other shit outside of just making like shit that rappers wore, my nigga. Like it's deeper than just.
I'm not saying that, Mo.
I'm answering your question. It's more of a culture and not just the clothes. That's what I'm telling you. So like when you telling me that I mean, if you want to say FUBU was with the culture because of the collabs,
definitely was.
But then you turn around and say South Pole is, and that's not true. That's just not what it is. That's what I'm saying. It's deeper than just the clothes. It's the message. It's the message and you know the work that was done outside of the clothes. I can't say that fucking South Pole ever did that. That never happened. What South Pole collabs out here?
So do you feel like
answer the question.
No, they didn't have no collab. So you feel like a collab makes it streetwear?
That's not what I'm saying. But South Pole never touched nothing outside of. There was never no culture with South Pole. That's what I'm saying. Like that ain't no. They never was in no street culture. Like no.
All right, so
no type of pop culture behind that shit.
So
there was never no
the message behind the brand makes it streetwear, not the clothing itself.
Yes, a lot of these streetwear brands started with skate culture. That's what I'm telling you. Like skate culture, skate culture and street culture and drops of high fashion culture. That's streetwear.
Okay, so but what I'm asking is, does the clothing type make it streetwear or no?
I don't know, because when you're telling me that Off-White is streetwear, and I'm telling you I don't think it's streetwear because I've never seen a streetwear brand make cowboy boots. I've never seen a streetwear brand make like leather tuxedos and shit like that. Like that's the type of shit Virgil doing at Off-White. I've never seen that shit within a streetwear brand, and you're telling me he's not doing that. You telling me go on the Off-White website, you can see this shit on the Off-White website. That's what I'm saying. Like. Were we looking at two different things?
That's why I was just
like that's what I'm asking.
No, I've been on it. I seen the clothing that he got on.
Okay, so why?
And it's labeled as Italian streetwear.
But nigga, when is Italian streetwear? What does that mean? What is Italian? What is Italian based fashion? Period. What is it? It's not our streetwear. So I'm asking you, what is it?
Regardless of the fact, people still wear the shit here and say it's streetwear.
I don't, and that's cool. I'm telling you this from us.
From people that I know,
I don't see this shit. I don't see this shit. I don't care what they know. I'm saying from what I know, that shit not streetwear to me. I've never looked at Off-White as streetwear. Never.
So what clothing brand right now is streetwear? Give me a brand that's streetwear.
I mean, Supreme for one. That's like the top streetwear brand right now. That's like the top. They keep it's strictly streetwear. You get your hoodies, you get your pants, your sweats, your jackets. They might do some other shit with the jackets, but you ain't really getting no. Like I say, I ain't never seen Supreme cowboy boots or Supreme purses and shit like that. You'll get a crossbody bag for a man. I don't be seeing no other shit from them like that. They stay in their lane when it comes to this type of shit.
Well, I feel you, but different brands could take a certain type of clothing and put something on it.
So you telling me cowboy boots are streetwear?
No, I'm not saying that, but that's specifically for a woman. That don't take.
No, they have men's cowboy boots. That's what I'm telling you. So is that streetwear?
No, it's not.
Leather tux sets is streetwear?
No.
So
you just feel like he just slapped a couple of things in there, but if I'm reading multiple articles that say it's streetwear, then they must be lying.
If that's what they want to classify it as. My whole thing is, to me, in my personal opinion, I've been saying this. I don't think that shit is streetwear. I don't think it is. Maybe we'll get it from him one day. If he want to call it streetwear, that's on him. Me personally, I don't look at it as streetwear.
I feel you. But the FUBU shit, yeah, I can't get with you on that one.
I can't get you on the South Pole shit.
Hey, I guess. Well, yeah, man's was wild. That's all I can say on that one. Cause that shit ain't going nowhere no time soon. And honestly, he's just hitting his peak. So
yeah, he hitting his peak with that shit. Honestly, I don't even think he scratched the surface what he can really.
Come on, bro. I literally Google Streetwear and what you see?
What do I see?
You see what that say right there?
I don't.
That's because
Google, Google tell you is streetwear. That's what you gonna try to show me? Like, is it streetwear?
Bruh, I'm telling you, every place that you go to will label Off-White as streetwear,
and that's cool if they want to do it. But you're asking me my personal opinion. I don't think it's streetwear, bro. Like, this is going from just what I see him like put out personally. Like, I don't think it's streetwear.
Okay, I forgot about Stussy. Stussy definitely would be
yeah, Stussy. Like, come on, bro. But anyways, man.
Let's go on to the next
hey, man, your president, man, just got impeached, bro. Did the Senate?
Nigga, that's your president.
No, that's your. I mean, he's both our president. We being technical, but
no. You know what I mean.
Did they? Did they vote? Did they do the final vote on this shit yet? No,
I don't think so. It probably won't be till next year.
So y'all niggas waited until he did basically 3-4 years to want to do this shit now.
I feel you, but I mean,
it
can hold him back for if it was to go through fully. Like, I saw a lot of people coming out. That's why I hate when shit like this happen within politics, because it just turned into a who know more than what on the.
It's a pissing match.
Yeah, it's a pissing match. It's like, bro, like he could possibly could not run again if they was to put certain shit on him.
Do you think that's going to happen?
It could. Anything can happen. He became president, so why he can't get impeached?
Yeah, I don't. I just feel like doing this whole. It kind of showed like how like far behind the Democratic Party is, because it went from, oh, we just going to get him next time. We're gonna run it clean. We're just gonna run a real campaign. Whoever we get behind, we're just gonna run a real campaign. Then it went to, let's just find what we can get on him to get him out of here. Then it went from, oh, let's just witch hunt this nigga like this whole time. And now we 3 years in, and now we added impeachment. Do this even mean anything in the overall? Like, I know you saying this could keep him from running again, but that's what I'm asking. Like, y'all wasted 3 years.
I feel like they should have done it earlier, yeah, but I mean, it's here now, so it's kind of like one of them things. Is like, sometimes like it might take a while for somebody to do something, but they finally got the shit done, regardless of if, say, somebody's term is up like within your job or something like that, and it was like you had a manager or something that was just shitty. His time was coming up, but like he won't have no chance to be back again. If the outcome was he had to go to the board and all this other shit, like even if it is on his last heels, that's how I kind of look at it. Better late than never. But I do feel they should have done it earlier.
I don't know, man. I just feel like it ain't really gonna, unless y'all telling me this nigga can't run again. I don't really feel like it's gonna mean anything, because like y'all gonna impeach him and then his vice president gonna come in and y'all don't like him neither. So it's like, what do y'all want? Y'all just don't want him in that last year, so y'all can try to put somebody against him?
I want the motherfucker out, period, to be honest with you. I could care less if it's this month, next month. Like, if he lose next term, I don't feel like he gonna win next term, regardless of who he go up against.
I haven't seen nobody that the Democrats has really supported that I would really vote for outside of.
It don't necessarily got to be just that, but I mean,
it's gonna come down to, oh, y'all just want to vote for this person because it's
a lot of people
Trump?
might do that. You had a lot of people just vote for Obama just because he's black.
I don't think
you had a lot of people vote for Trump just because they didn't want Hillary in there because she was a woman.
You had a lot of people that just didn't vote. Period.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. They had other reasons to not vote for. You know what I mean? Republicans I seen.
That could I'm just saying that could very well happen again.
Yeah, but there was a lot of Republicans who denounced their support of that man once he got in and they saw what the fuck he did. Not all. I said like some. So that some could turn into, they'd be like, all right, I ain't Democratic, but I'm gonna vote for this motherfucker just cause. Just like how some people tell us to vote for the lesser of the two evils. There's people who do that. So there might be a Republican who might be like, you know what? I'm going to just go ahead and vote this motherfucker in here, even though I ain't Democratic, and just to get this motherfucker out of here. Because it's been Republicans who walked back their support of that man because of what he did. Every Republican don't rock with him.
I mean, yeah, you're right, but I don't know, man. I don't think, in my personal opinion, I don't think this really solves anything. I feel like if anything, we could have just might as well wait this whole shit out. Y'all talking about 3 years and now y'all doing this shit. Like, I don't know. Maybe y'all missing something. If somebody listening, y'all more than welcome to hit me up with any information y'all got. Any deep diving y'all been doing. But I don't feel like this shit really like do anything. At least for me, I don't see like any type of. I don't see it. That's all I can say.
I feel you. I feel you.
Like,
but speaking of that, another one of your mans was on the Breakfast Club wilding. Dr. Umar Johnson.
Hey man,
with the Bill Meek Mill shit, that shit was a funny. That clip is going to live on for a long time.
So they just going to run with that and just
I watched the whole shit.
Interview.
I told you I watched it.
No, I know you watched it. But I'm saying, like, they just been killing us, man. I'm like, bro, did I watch the interview?
No, the interview was pretty good. That was really one of the interviews. Like half of the shit I agree with, and like 50% of the shit I didn't agree with. But he had some.
He wasn't sounding crazy the whole interview.
No. I wouldn't say that. Him and Claude Anderson had some good Breakfast Club interviews.
That Bill Meek Mill bar, that was crazy though.
That shit was wild.
That shit was crazy.
Then the shit he was saying about how
I did tweet that saying I agree, but I
had to look up some more information. Like he was talking about how like technically LeBron don't own his school because it's divvied up by the state. So he only owns like probably like a percentage of it, but it's mainly done by the state.
Like as far as the funding?
Yeah, in the school itself, had it been like a charter school or it wasn't a charter school, like he should have had an independent school. I know he said that for it to be 100% his. He's saying like if you really want to be impactful in that, you need to have an independent school. If you're a black person with a lot of money, better than having a school basically ran by the state.
So because they can say it's the same curriculum and shit like that. Like as far as from that type of point of view, that's what he's saying.
Kinda, and he said it based off of test scores because they say they could shut your school down based off of your test scores. Right, with an independent really school, I don't think you can. They don't really have no say so
because they don't have nothing to do with that curriculum.
Exactly. So they could come in and say, "Oh, your test scores ain't this or this." Basically, keep pushing the thing back to.
I get what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying.
But it was a pretty good interview.
I think I didn't understand. I was like, I mean, either if you don't really own the school like outright, I mean, he's still doing some great things with the school.
Yeah, I mean, you and your mom can go to college for free if you know.
But if you break it down like that, as far as like having people try to take your shit, then I get what you're saying from that aspect. But I don't think that'll happen.
He also talk about celebrity figures being a voice of like the Democratic Party and shit like that.
Yeah.
How you don't ever really see that in
the Democrats. Only people who do that. I don't see outright celebrities supporting the Republicans.
I don't have issue with them supporting. It's them being a voice.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, I've never seen a celebrity be here. This is the Republicans' voice. I've never seen that shit.
A lot of them boys like they be uneducated with that shit. Like T.I. He spoke about even when he got on Kanye about his comments, and it's just like you always see. It's just like if. It's tricky because if you want to insert a celebrity into, because celebrity does give certain candidates a push, they give them influence on who votes for them, but it's a line between doing that and actually like speaking out on shit and you really don't know, like you kind of just surface level with the shit. You don't really know the ins and outs of what you really be talking about. That's what I don't like. I don't care what party it is. It could be Republican, Democrat, Independent, but it just seemed like amongst us with blacks, we look for them to be the voice. To speak for us, and a lot of these motherfuckers don't speak for me, but they be headline so. That's why I don't really be rocking with that shit. So it's not so much it being Democratic or Republican, but reality is, it's gonna be a long time before you have another party that's gonna trump those two. So you're gonna have to roll with either one of the two. You ain't never had an independent party win president. You just haven't. And if it is, it's gonna have to be somebody of a celebrity stature to do it. That's just the reality of the situation. You're gonna have to. It's not gonna be a politician out of Minnesota or Hawaii or it's not gonna be that. It's gonna have to be a celebrity figure that runs for president in the independent party that seeks the same values as you in order to win. Mm-hmm. They're gonna have to have some type of notoriety. It just can't be a regular politician. That's just how this shit is.
You're right.
Like you used to see them old, like we used to watch them TV shows, and you see people running for class president and shit like that.
Who's that show called? I know you're talking about too.
It's after shows, but the theme, the story behind it might have been, well, I need to get somebody on my campaign that's popular so I can win. Mm-hmm. That's how that shit is in reality. Carl Anderson interview was good. The only thing I didn't agree with him was he has a book series, Powernomics. Basically breaking down like 5 steps to like black wealth, establishing black wealth within your family. Well, I just didn't agree with him on the whole integration thing. And I know that's been a topic that a lot of people talk about. We talked about that on here before. Like they really wasn't for it. But the only reason why I say I don't agree with it because had that shit not happened, I feel like we would have been further behind economic wise and educational wise now had that shit not happened. Because you got to think a lot of schools back around that time, we used to get the piss end of educational tools when it came to schools. Like white schools used to have all the updated shit, all the necessary tools to be successful, and we would get all the Torah books, outdated shit. Like then
that's still what's happening with integration though.
Yeah, but what
a lot of the inner city schools still is the same thing.
Yeah, but when it did happen though, you still got the same education that the white kids was getting. That's just a reality situation. Had that shit not happened, bruh, you got to think that our educational status wasn't on their same level back then. Not around the 50s and not around that time. It just wasn't. When that shit happened.
I know, man.
You know how many black people came up couldn't read?
Yeah, because those were like second generation like slaves and shit like that at the same time. Like they was still coming. We was coming out of all of that shit. You
Yeah, and then when you was coming, all right. So post the 40s and 50s and all that, you still had those a monk from that generation who still could not, even under them, who could not read.
Basically, since we had the same.
I'm not saying it's a good thing or a bad thing. I'm saying it's something that I felt like we would have been behind had it not happened. And then even economic wise, what did we have? They already had them burnt down Black Wall Street. Reality is it happened. So where was we? What did we have from the 40s into the 50s that would have helped establish us on our own?
I think that's why it happened, because it was like, well, shit, y'all not gonna build yourself up and do all this other shit, but this is what we gonna do.
Yeah, but what did we have?
We're gonna control how y'all get your education. Y'all not gonna do it on your own. I think that's why they burned down Black Wall Street. That's why like all the independent like black cities like they got diminished because of that. I can't really say, we was gonna be behind because we was doing that shit on our own. So I can't say we was. I'm
saying post that. What did we have to establish that? We ain't had no money.
I mean, we coming into
in the city and the government officials, they wasn't about to.
I can't say we was behind because coming into the 50s and 60s, we had the different black nationalist movements and shit like that. They was self-governing. So I can't really say that. Like I do see what you.
So why would the schools back then, they didn't have the necessary tools to push education? That's a fact. That's not something I made up.
No, I'm not saying you making that up, but I'm just saying like from the overall like building wealth and shit like that. Like the education shit, I feel that was going to catch up. We was already behind. Like before even Black Wall Street, we was already behind in those aspects. Those were like those would have been like the pillars to us really like shooting ahead. But I'm saying even coming out of that, like we still had like black parties like the Panthers and stuff like that who were self-policing and self-governing our own neighborhoods. So I can't really say we were still behind. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you. From an educational standpoint.
From an educational standpoint, we still was behind, but from an overall economical standpoint, I don't think we was behind. We was actually on par to leapfrogging, if that makes sense.
At the end of the day, the white people still was running these offices. That's why MLK was out there anyway. So we still had to deal with shit like that.
Right. I mean, it was a fight on both sides. Like
MLK said, when we were set free, we wasn't given anything. We wasn't given no land to cultivate on, nothing. And we didn't have that shit.
That fight still needed to be fought, and that's why people like MLK was important. I'm not taking that away from what you're saying, but it still was. You know what I'm saying? Like it was still other shit going on outside of that was still keeping us afloat.
I don't feel like integration was something that's 100% was a bad thing though, because you still had to find a way to get in, regardless of the fact. We didn't have our own shit. That's just the reality of the situation. We didn't have no land that they was gonna give us and to build up all of these communities and shit like that. If it did, we would have had the shit. We didn't have it, and the government wasn't divvying out no money. So they said, okay, well, we'll just split the education with y'all. Yeah, that's the only way I'm looking at it. You have to look at it how it was at the time. MLK was fighting for all of that shit for a reason. Was it because we didn't have the shit? We didn't have it. If we had the shit, we wouldn't have had those fights.
Yeah, and I'm not. That's what I'm saying. I'm not arguing either way. I'm just saying
land was the most valuable thing probably around that time that we could have had to build up a lot of things, and we just didn't have that shit.
Yeah, it wasn't given to us at all. It still need to be given to us. That's why we still got the reparations talk going on. Hey, did any of y'all get a chance
the reparations talk shit, man? I'm not even gonna try to get my hopes up for that shit.
Did y'all go to that forum that they had here a couple weeks ago? Was that like last month? Y'all wasn't fucking with it?
Nah.
Why? Y'all even trying to really get into it?
Nah.
You feel the smoke and mirrors?
Nah.
Who even conducted this shit? Was it like a? I don't know. Did y'all know what I'm talking about though, right? That form they had down here.
Yeah. All right. But nah, I'm not. I'm good.
All right. I guess we'll talk about this off camera then. Y'all got some gems for me. What else, Mike?
What you got next?
We got. You want to talk about Lizzo? Like, we really gonna talk about Lizzo right now?
Oh, you had that on there? She just got to chill out, man. That's all I got to say about that. Stop wearing unnecessary shit to basketball games, man. Got kids around and shit like that.
That wasn't cool.
Yeah, that shit wasn't, nah, at all.
And that's it. Anyways, man. So Kevin,
no, I saw something else. Not about that though. I did see something.
What's up?
So I saw some wild take. Actually, I got two things I want to get out. Y'all niggas got to chill out with this deep diving on TV shows, man.
You talking about?
Y'all niggas would really tell a nigga about his life if he didn't like fucking Martin more than Fresh Prince. Y'all be like, y'all like Fresh Prince because y'all ain't had no daddy. Like, come on, fam. Like, the show was just better.
When I hit y'all with that,
niggas would say that in a tweet, not you, but like with you kind of. Like
I be joking.
You know what you do? No, you don't.
I be joking.
You be deep diving on niggas on TV shows.
I be joking though. I really do be joking. I have my Hotep meme on when I be joking. I really do. Like, I really do. I fuck with Fresh Prince, but y'all be...
Bro, your family matters dives. You don't be tripping on that because you done brought it up more than 4 or 5 times, bro. Like, easily.
What about Family Matters?
You be saying the shit trash all because the nigga was in love with a girl who didn't like him and he stalked.
Shit was trash. Steve Urkel was a stalker, bro. Like, he was
but
a
the
stalker.
show wasn't trash, though.
I mean, the show wasn't the best. It's not top 5. It's
but you put My Wife and
10.
Kids top 5.
Yeah, it is, because that shit funny.
Michael Kyle was trash.
Michael Kyle was funny.
He was a trash father, though.
Michael Kyle was funny.
And that's the thing. Like, I saw a nigga when they asked about...
Man, we deep. Hold on, bro. There's deep dives with every show, bro. They do this with the Parkers. They did it with the Parkers. They did it with My Wife and Kids. They did it with Fresh Prince. They did it with Martin. They did.
Bro, you literally went in on Fresh Prince because they switched out Black Aunt Viv.
And what you do with me with My Wife and Kids? What they do on Martin? They dog Martin for the same shit. It's all across.
But you ain't did that with My Wife and Kids though. You let My Wife and Kids like ride.
Honestly, light skin Claire was better for the role.
All right, so talk about the father figure then.
What about the father figure?
He was trash. You said Uncle Phil was trash.
When did I say he was trash?
Because he used to dog on his kids and he really wasn't supportive of their dreams and shit like that.
When the hell did I say that?
You never said that on Twitter?
I never said that.
Or retweeted that on Twitter?
I never said nothing about Uncle Phil, bro.
Oh, okay.
I fuck with Uncle. I ain't got no problem with Uncle Phil.
Oh, okay. I could have sworn you retweeted that
I ain't never said that about Uncle Phil, bro.
But you do know that people be saying that shit.
Nah, I do be seeing that shit, though. I do be seeing, but it goes with all the shows. They deep dive on Martin. They say how he was colorist and all this other shit.
I ain't never seen that now.
No, they always say he pick on Gina. He pick on Pam because he didn't feel like black women, dark skinned women were beautiful.
They wildin'.
Like, come on, bro. Like, come on.
No, they was wildin'. That's wild. That's a wild take. I ain't never seen that.
You ain't never seen that?
I ain't never seen that.
You ain't never seen the
No.
Martin as a colorist takes?
I ain't never seen the
Martin.
Martin.
All right, wait. That shit, but see, that's what I'm saying. That shit wild, bro. Like, even hearing that, like, come on, dog.
I be saying though, like if y'all gonna do it for all the show. Like Michael Kyle was a trash father
because he made Junior stay in the garage.
While he was having a baby, and kept him in there after he had a baby. Like, come on, dog. Like, but y'all don't say shit about that. But y'all champion My Wife and Kids.
No, that shit was trash.
That's one of the best shows ever.
It is like, though. That shit it is though. Overall, it's funny as hell. That was trash though. But see, he still made him a boss.
I say this.
He made him a boss in the comedy at the end of the show though.
But I say this
made
though.
up for it.
I see more deep diving with Fresh Prince versus Martin. Like I never seen so much deep diving between two shows like that in my life.
Now when niggas did the whole who got Fresh shit, I was like, oh, this shit going crazy. Like
I said that before I even looked down the thread. And sure enough, when I went down the thread, I saw
he was an actual adult, so he couldn't really spend all his money on clothes. I'm like, bro, like who fresher, bro?
That's it. Leave it at that.
Who fresher, man? I never even thought of it like that. I was like, yo, Martin do work, but still, my nigga, like. You don't gotta have all the money to dress better than a nigga.
And he still had on some dope fits in the show, so it don't matter.
Who had better fits? That's all it was. Like Martin was an actual adult. Will had allowance. Like, come on, bro. Y'all
just like another thing yesterday. So I saw a tweet yesterday that said it's sad that because it showed a dude from the 70s. So in the original tweet was, so you saying that men were the original fly bitches back in the day or something like that.
When the band had the bell bottoms with the
platform and so the tweet, man, let me see if I can find this shit because I'm like, all right, man, like y'all niggas be doing way too much, bro. Like the shit ain't even that serious.
know.
Let me see if I can find that shit. I know it's recent. I know I ain't delete that shit. Talking about how you limited to yourselves to just a t-shirt and jeans or something like that. Some wild shit.
They're saying how we can't dress compared to them, or we scared to dress like them.
No, it was more like some. We let society like change our way of
our
thinking
norms?
or something like our norms or something like. It was a
off a
it was
picture,
a crazy deep
off
dive.
a picture from the 70s. We know them niggas used to dress wild like that. Like, yeah, they got that. You know what I'm saying? Like that was them. They was giving it up like that. They was still gangsters too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, a nigga clean you up like that.
You best believe. Yeah, you best believe if a
yeah.
nigga rode on you in some bell bottoms and platforms, it was a switchblade in that fit somewhere. It was a switchblade somewhere, and if you was playing crazy, you was getting sliced. Like
Damn,
nobody
I
took
know
nothing
I
away
had to
from
look at
them.
that shit. I know I got that shit on here somewhere.
So you saying basically they was equating like, you know, how we dress now to what?
Basically saying they wish we never changed our style because we let society like.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. I was never dressing like that. Back
Okay,
then.
here it is. I got it right here. So the original tweet was, so you telling me men were bad bitches first. So then somebody had retweeted and said, I wish men hadn't put themselves in such a box and not dress freely anymore. Imagine downgrading literally every decade the jeans and a plain t-shirt. And it's not like that. Every decade had a style change.
Every decade had a style change for real.
Yeah, it's not on no deep. It's nothing like that. And then some dude had made a tweet, and I agree with it. He's like, nah, you looking too deep into it. Trends change with time. Brother wearing a plain t-shirt and some jeans don't have anything to do with not having any black pride. Yeah, it's no.
That person did a deep dive in that.
Yes.
Hey man, y'all lead these
Somebody said, I think this is due to the lack of confidence within the black male community.
Oh, wow.
Back then, black pride, self-awareness, and the strive for us to be different was stronger than what it is now due to many reasons throughout. You can't say that because look at the lot of main niggas within hip-hop, how they dress.
Nah, man, that's just how niggas dressed back then, man.
Exactly. So you can't say it ain't freely now. A bunch of niggas
And
are
every
dressing
nigga
how they
didn't dress
want
like
now.
that back then because, you know, there was niggas in straight leathers and boots back then too. So
You know what I saw too that was wild? Like back then, somebody had said back then they would get out of a suit to just go get put on another suit like and be like comfortable clothes.
Yeah.
And I think about they used to do that shit for real. They didn't really have like no
loungewear and shit.
like no loungewear. Them boys would go and put on another button up shirt and some slacks and that was they chilling clothes.
That's a lot of work, bruh.
Facts.
That's a lot of work. Your chill clothes is damn.
A button up and some slacks.
That's heavy pants and shit.
Heavy pants and
hell
shit.
Nah, bro. Hell no. Y'all see what I got on now. I'm not putting.
We getting our own money in jeans and t-shirt. We don't gotta.
Yeah, we don't gotta.
Interview every day.
Like the niggas who dress like that work for niggas that dress like me. So I can't really get with this whole like.
It'd be a lot of
put myself in a box set. Like
it'd be a lot of fashion trend takes I see on Twitter that'd be wild. Like that should be funny. I saw a nigga tweet yesterday, but like before we go any further, baby girl, have you let any nigga smash who been wearing some Toms lately or something like that? That shit was hilarious.
Hey,
I remember niggas will pick on.
I remember when
clothes.
I don't got no beef with Toms.
I didn't know that shit was.
I remember when niggas was wearing Nike Elite socks with Toms though, and that was crazy.
That was nasty.
That was nasty.
I never got that. I never understood that.
And
that
the Sperry topsiders, it was wearing the Elite socks with those.
The only thing I really trash is single sole Tims. That's the only thing I really trash.
Yeah, that's trash too.
You saw the twerk?
Yeah, I saw that shit. I saw. Hey, me and a girl was talking the other day. She was like, she want to get the single soles, and I was like, nah. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? She was like, no, these are hard. I was like, nah, they're not. There's nothing wrong with those.
This shit wild. Niggas are trash. I saw a nigga trash at Black Tims yesterday.
Hey, why are we talking about Black Tims? Why? What's the beef with? I was asking for what's the beef with Black Forces, bro?
I don't have no idea when that shit started. I don't know what year that shit started. I don't wear Forces. I'm not a Forces person, but I never saw no problem with Black Forces.
I got a pair.
Like, what's the beef?
I just bought my step pops a pair for Christmas.
Like you saw when I showed you the DM between me and Mari.
Yeah, like what's
nigga said I would never play myself like that. I'm like, damn, like, oh y'all serious with this Black Forces shit?
Y'all
like,
y'all sounding goofy because Black Forces was that. What's wrong with Black Forces?
I don't know.
What's wrong with Jeezy didn't make Black Forces for no reason, y'all.
But did you see the whole tip tweet though?
Yeah.
About the white forces and Black forces? That was funny. That was funny. But like, and then what I see now, I see a lot more white Air Forces popping up, and I don't like that shit. I see it a lot more now, just to shit on the black forces. I'm like, dog, y'all niggas definitely used to rock black forces.
I mean, white forces is always gonna be a staple, but black forces was just
they hold the same weight.
It's the same thing. Like, y'all gotta cut the goofy shit out.
I always be coming at you because you wear forces is your thing. So I'd be like, man, Mo got to reestablish the. You got to reestablish power within black forces, dog.
Just bought Stat Pops a pair. He from B-More though, so that's expected. I'm about to give him another pair, and you know, and stop all those corny ass. Oh, he about to rob me because he got black forces. Come on, man. Y'all sounding like white women that call the police for no reason.
Is that a Twitter phenomenon?
I think that's all it is. I don't be seeing this shit in real life. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, in real life, niggas is wearing black forces every day. I think that's just some Twitter shit.
That shit is wild. Even those shit on girls who wear phones.
What's the problem with girls who wear phones?
But like, I saw a nigga say, but like, everything is good till shorty show up on the first date with phones on. Like,
it sound funny though. It sound funny. What was that? What show I was watching? Well, I remember I caught a random episode of Love and Hip Hop. And the girl, the chicken noodle soup girl, she had got into it with another girl. She was like, "Bitch, you not on my level. You got on Harachis." And that sound funny. That shit had me crying. See, Mike, when I say
Harachi's fire now, so
Harachi's fire.
We gonna do that.
They was in the club arguing. She was like, "Bitch, you got on Harachis."
The way you worded it, it play a factor.
Like, she said that because the girl did have Harachis on in the club, and that's kind of wild to me. So like when she said that shit, she was like, "Bitch, you got on Harachis," and the camera went to her shoes. I was like, "Oh shit." Love and Hip Hop be wildin'.
That should be wild. Twitter will literally trip off anything. Oh, just like the girl with her boyfriend, the white boy, and they was talking about, oh, we don't match.
The girl that wasn't even her boyfriend. She said she took a random photo with this dude.
So they just decided to do a photo shoot because they got like 6 pictures together.
She was at a concert and she was taking pictures, and she said the white dude came and was like, "Can we take some pictures together?" And then she went on Twitter and was trying to do the Twitter do your thing.
But hold on, that's the same dude who got. So he went and bought her a hotel room for her birthday, balloons, and all that shit. That's a different couple.
That's
the couple I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
So they were tripping on them because they got like 4 or 5 pieces together, and her caption was like, "Oh, even though we don't match, we coordinate." Or something.
Oh yeah, and it was like, "Nigga, y'all don't even coordinate.
Y'all don't even coordinate.
Y'all don't even coordinate."
Yeah.
Like, but yeah, the other girl, she was like, it was a black girl. She was at the concert. She took some photos and tried to do the whole Twitter do your thing, and then it was like, "We're not helping you find no white man." He was like, "No, we're not helping you find no white man. You should have found him there."
That's funny.
And they be getting them interracial couples out the paint, bro, on Twitter.
What I noticed too, they will fry your ass up over your outfit on Twitter too.
Oh yeah.
Way, since I got on Twitter, like I really didn't see it too much on Instagram. People kind of let people rock on the gram, but on Twitter, like they will really fry your ass up. If
it could be the smallest thing. You getting fried, bro.
Like,
getting fried.
They'd be like, "No, dog, you that's not drip. Like, no, get that shit out of here."
Like them Shiggy videos.
I ain't really. The only time I could really say I really fried a nigga up over their fit was when Fab had on them trash ass jeans on that carpet.
Them green
with them green shoes, with them green Balenciagas. Like, dog, no, we not doing that.
Fab has probably been like the most talked about nigga this whole decade.
I wouldn't say that.
He's top 10.
Probably Kanye.
He's top 10. Man, Fab might be top 5. He's been relevant this whole decade, music or not.
You know a fashion trend I never could get into, dog? Leather pants. That shit for certain people. Like,
yes.
I can never put on no leather. Nah, I can't fuck with that shit.
Wax, I'll do wax, but I can't do leather.
I need Wale to get a Nike deal, man. At least a collab or something.
I feel like if it ain't happened by now, we're not gonna get it. Unfortunately, this man had to go do an Aces collab. Like, come on. That's Nike should have had that man his own shoe.
Do something
at the beginning of the decade. He should have had his own shoe.
He put Nike boots on the front line.
He got a Nike boot though, if I'm not mistaken.
Sorry, Jim Jones. Like,
nah, that's DMV shit. No. Y'all did Timbs. Like, y'all New York niggas, y'all did Timbs, but that Nike boot shit, that's DC. That's DC shit. Like,
definitely
DMV.
You know what I realized too, like with our culture and like speaking of fashion, like just how much it's been incorporated in the sports, and like even with pages like League Drip. I seen they got a page called League Drips and
League Fits. They got BR kicks.
Everything these niggas wear don't be fire, dog. And I want to be that nigga, but a lot of that shit don't be fire.
Why be posting D'Angelo Russell fits? He dressed like Lisa Bonet.
I don't know. Russell Westbrook can't dress.
He dressed like Lisa Bonet too.
Harden be no.
Harden hit or miss. PJ Tucker, he hit or miss.
He just got a lot of sneakers.
Sometimes he be country and sometimes you right. He just like
Braun hit or miss.
But Braun he dripping.
No, he don't. He just had on the fit yesterday
with the threes.
That's the only reason why people say this shit fire because he had on the threes.
That fit was hard though.
No, it wasn't.
But that leather jacket. The leather jacket with
a hoodie on and a Scully. I hate when niggas.
He's in Portland.
I hate when niggas do that.
That nigga was in Portland, bro.
That shit is not fire, bro. Like you put on a hoodie with the leather jacket and the no.
A hoodie and a jacket. What's wrong with that?
I'm talking about just the overall look. Like that fit wasn't.
He got that fit off. He got that fit off.
He hit or miss.
No, LeBron is hit or miss now, but he got that fit off.
Hit or miss. I like niggas who put shit like. I don't know, like
I got my dog Shea is the best dresser in the NBA right now, hands down.
Wilson Chandler be getting shit off, bro. And he like before the social media shit. He
been there.
PJ
Tucker was too though. PJ Tucker been doing that shit though.
PJ got some dope shit,
like sneaker wise though.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, he the king of that shit now.
Yeah, he took it from Gilbert only because Gilbert ain't playing no more. But Gilbert was the king first.
No, Josh Childress.
Nah, Gilbert. I'm going Gilbert.
Josh Childress has way more shit than Gilbert Arenas.
I mean, wasn't he on Jordan though?
No, he didn't have a sneaker deal.
Who was he? No, Josh Childress had a sneaker deal, bro.
Josh Childress did not have a sneaker deal when he was with the Hawks, and he was the first one really to be like the NBA nigga who had like the sneaker collection.
I know, man.
Who was doing it before Josh Childress?
Free agent. Sneaker deal. Gilbert was on another level, bro.
No, I'm telling you, dog. Josh Childress was the one. He just caught on to the shit late when they was doing what's the shit they do now on Nice Kicks. What's the shit called?
League kicks around the league or some shit like that.
Some shit. But I remember they had a special. I can't remember who did it.
I know you're talking about. I remember that shit. No.
Yeah, he was like really the first one to have like the official like.
I've been seeing Josh. I didn't take number from Josh. I'm saying I think Gilbert been putting in work too with that shit though. Gilbert rocking heat since college too though.
Josh Childress signed with Nike.
What year?
It does not say, but it says
but see, there's a difference between signing a deal, having a sneaker, and then getting with just having like a sponsorship deal or something like that. See, like PJ Tucker, I don't think he's gonna have an official like.
No,
sneaker.
he's not gonna have a sneaker. If anything, he gonna have access to more exclusives, but he's not gonna have his own sneaker.
He signed to a Nike sponsorship club.
Okay.
Yeah.
So at that point, you do to get yours.
Yeah, you do to get yours now. You're not getting a sneaker, but you gonna have access to the shit.
Yeah, I feel
like
you.
LeBron, like his access is different from PJ Tucker.
Yeah.
Like LeBron, I got private vote type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like I never seen black Laker Kobe threes. I never seen those. I seen the white ones. I didn't even know a black pair existed.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So he get different shit.
What about in rap and culture? Like who kind of like DJ Khaled really entered himself into the conversation, and that shit just made it more worse than what it is.
He's a plant.
Definitely.
But I'm talking about like original type niggas. I have to put Wally number one.
No, who can't?
Who?
Like who can't get? Who think they get fits off but can't get?
Oh, who can't? I have to put Khaled. You just insert after that. As long as you got Khaled number one.
I would say Fab, but Fab got moments. He got his moments.
See, we talking about Fab again. Fab that nigga, man. Common.
He ain't really been like no fashion type nigga though.
We still talk about swagglers rappers.
He can't dress.
I mean, he get his I sell incense fits off. I own the poetry club fit. He got that. Open mic night fit.
But like with sneakers, he be.
I never see him rock no, you know. But that's not his lane though. You right. That's not his lane.
Yeah, Wale definitely. He'd probably be a top dog. I need to get him a deal. He need to get himself a deal, man. I want to see that happen for the dog.
Unfortunately.
Wale or Fat Joe?
I'm going Wale.
Probably Wale. Fat Joe's an OG though.
Yeah, he is OG. Not taking nothing from him, but I'm going.
Yeah, he like shit. I mean, I don't think nobody probably got more forces than him. He damn near probably got every force.
Yeah. Hey man, so you watched that Kevin Hart documentary?
Yeah, man, it was real good, man. It's good to see another side of Kevin.
I ain't gonna lie. Like watching that shit, it kind of put in perspective, like how much this nigga really worked. You gotta respect that nigga grind, bro.
No, I always respected his grind.
Like, you really gotta respect.
I just don't think that nigga
grind.
funny.
Like the whole it went through his whole daily routine. Like that nigga works all day.
Yeah, he does.
I mean, it's fun to him because he doing what he love. Like seeing that type of shit is inspiring because it's not like he dreading this shit, but he works all day.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like he wake up, he do his little workouts, then he go straight to the studio, and he got everything in his studio so he can work. So he don't gotta leave the studio. Like that shit dope. Like the little ice bucket shit he do.
Mm-hmm.
That shit in the same studio. He got his
Hart Productions.
Hart Productions. He got his whole his radio, his Sirius satellite radio. He got the setup in there. Like he got everything in his production building. That shit dope as fuck.
No, it's fuck. I never discredited his work ethic. Like he definitely doing the damn thing. Me personally, I wouldn't just go see none of his shit. But it was a very good dog. When him and his homeboy got into it on that private jet, that shit was hilarious, bro. Now that was funny because he was dead ass serious. He's like, bro, do you have a house? He was like, Kevin, I was getting do you have a house? He just kept asking him, do you have a he really was coming at this man. That shit was hilarious, bro. But yeah, it was, and he didn't hide nothing on the documentary as far as he pretty much addressed everything. Like that shit was fire, man.
I honestly forgot that he apologized for those tweets and shit like that. Me and Scotty was talking about the other day. He was like, nah, nigga, you tripping. That nigga did apologize 300 times. I was like, damn, I thought he held it down. But I mean, I take that from Kevin. Overall, I fuck with bro. I ain't got no beef with bro. A lot of his, I feel what you're saying. A lot of his later stand up specials haven't been sticking like that, as opposed to the earlier ones. But I still fuck with bro. I ain't got no beef with Kevin Hart, man.
I feel you.
That documentary was dope though. It really did put a lot of perspective on his grind. You gotta respect that shit, even if you don't really fuck with bro like that.
Definitely, it was good. It was good to see that. Good to see him in that light too. Just be open and vulnerable about a lot of shit, especially with his relationship with his dad and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that was good to see.
That came out this week, right?
Friday.
Yeah, that just came out. Season 1. They doing it in seasons.
Yeah, man.
So what's next, man? We doing this top.
Well, shit, we talking about that. How you felt about the Saturday Night Live shit?
I thought it was dope. I didn't watch the whole episode. I watched how they dropped the clips after the fact. I saw the gentrification episode they did for Eddie Murphy. He did a Mr. I think it was Mr. Roberts instead of Mr. Rogers, and he did he was supposed to be in a neighborhood. He was gentrified. It was this used to be this and this, but until gentrification came, I thought that shit was hard. He was stealing people He was stealing folks TVs and shit like that. That shit was fire to me. I had no problem with that. I liked his opening, the little opening word he did when he dissed Bill Cosby. That shit was dope. Overall, I had no problem with Eddie Murphy on there.
Y'all already talked about Drake?
The interview, we touched on it a little bit. We ain't really talk about the whole thing. What you think about the interview?
Good. I watched it.
What you think about it overall?
Shit, man. I think Drake is the artist of the decade, man.
Yeah, I never argued that at all.
I think he's the artist of the decade, and I think that he handled it well. He in the house himself. I like Drake, man. I like him.
I never really hear you say that outright, but
Yeah.
I mean,
No, I like him. I mean, this year, I think it's been a good year for Drake. He taking that L from Pusha, kept it moving. Still repping the Prince family. I think it was good. got diplomatic immunity, and from there to now, I think it's been good. You know?
He dropped that at the beginning of the year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
That was 2018 too.
That was like late 2018.
Early.
Oh, for real?
It was January
All right.
2018.
I didn't know that. Damn, that shit sound like you just dropped it. Yeah, that was before the album. That was before Scorpion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're right.
Watch the interview.
I didn't watch all of it. I watched most of it though. But I mean, it was cool. Like, only thing that I really stand him for was the whole like the beef shit because he still was talking crazy about the shit. Like, other than that, I don't really have a problem with what he was saying. Outside of
He
that,
said he don't believe Pusha.
but you can't really say something about you don't believe a nigga you idolize. Like that shit don't make it. Don't. That's not. That's not mathematical to me. Like at all. Like you don't believe these people, but at the same can be said about you. Like the past 2 years, you've been rapping like a mob boss. That's not you. So can we say the same about you? Like that's all I'm saying. Like
You ain't see him in that light yet. Maybe he is a mob boss. You just ain't see him.
nah, I ain't believing it.
You don't believe it.
I ain't believing it though. You know what I'm saying? Like so, can the same can be said about you?
Yeah.
Like when you point your finger,
Right. You got more points.
you got more. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. He said he was a fan of Pusha when he was like 16, and he thought Pusha was moving birds around the country.
Oh, okay.
Yo, what you think about the song though? Y'all talked about the song?
With the war song,
Yeah.
I don't like the
oh,
war
that
song.
shit trash.
I don't really like it.
What's trash about it?
That shit trash. That shit just trash to me. Like this.
I know you said you fuck with it a
I
lot.
fuck with it hard. Yeah, man, that shit hard, bro.
It's an acting impersonation. You
What you said?
you a bad man now?
The voice impersonation.
Yeah, like
But shit, if you look
you a
at the,
top boy.
yeah, if you look at the song, man, like I think it's a freestyle. I think it was a real freestyle, but he raps in the top boy the accent. Then he goes to American. Like follow the whole song. He goes from one accent to the other. So if he around his homies and they freestyling having a good time, he gonna rap to them boys, then rap to them. I think that shit's hard, dog.
But this is like a. I mean, because we say the same thing. I'm not just even putting this on just Drake because I say this about. We've both said this about Kendrick Lamar with the whole like alien shit he
The
do.
voice and shit.
Let's like.
Kendrick, he OD with that shit though. Eminem too.
But this nigga do the same shit, bro. Like
He
you're
is doing that.
You're a top boy, then you
Yeah.
want to be Jamaican, and then you
Yeah.
want to be, you know, like
Yeah.
you bounce. Like who are you?
But the lyrics though, you ain't feeling the lines on that shit,
The
dog.
the song
Trash. Basura.
He did have a dope line in there that was fire.
Which one? Which one was fire?
Where he said, it was fun. It was just the way he said it about y'all got too many, about the captions and actions.
Niggas spent too much time.
Too much
on
captions with no actions?
Not
Right,
enough
exactly.
time on actions.
That was one
Y'all believe that too?
Yes, we believe that, dog. That's everybody for the last few years. That's Drake. Drake's at the top of the game, talking down to the game. Yes, yes.
You believe that from Drake?
No, 100%, dog. Hey, listen, I call a spade a spade. It ain't about liking him. See, when early in Drake's career, I didn't like him because he didn't fill the shoes that he was rapping in.
Right.
Now, dog, he is that boss
But see, that's the
done.
thing with
He
me,
is
it's
that boss done.
It's
dog.
reverse with me.
Okay.
I liked Drake early on.
Yeah.
It's not the fact I don't even like Drake now. I just don't.
What shoes
I don't
did he
like-
what shoes he didn't fill early in his career? Because he always been rapping about the same shit.
Right. Just being that boy, being that man.
In
you know?
terms of what?
Well, this the thing. Drake always had the confidence in himself to call himself that boy or that nigga.
Right.
But we just didn't see it like that, or I didn't see it like
A
that.
lot of folks.
Because there was
yeah.
Lil Wayne.
Right.
That's the nigga standing right next to you. So that's how I felt.
Yeah.
But now Lil Wayne ain't rapping. And now Drake is still doing it. Like, this nigga just dropped this shit. And you know what makes this shit hard, though?
What's up?
He dropped it in December where everybody's quiet.
Yeah.
Where nobody's saying nothing. This nigga gave us heat. I was fiending for some heat. And this nigga gave us heat, dog.
I mean,
You really fuck with that shit. I don't really
That
fuck
shit
with that.
hard, dog. That nigga said, dog, I don't cop things for resale. So when we did the interview earlier and I asked you, I said, you ever plan on selling any of your kicks? And you said, nah. That's the same thing.
I feel you.
I don't do iCloud. I don't do email. No, I'm that boss done. No one else can see this. That shit hard, dog. That nigga's really talk. When he dropped diplomatic immunity, you came in here and you said, Drake is talking that talk.
He talking that talk on there. He was.
This is harder.
Nah. I feel you though. You really fuck with it though. I saw you on the video like you really fuck with it.
I really, that shit hard, dog. That shit hard. He said, ever since then, we know you've been trying to get one on us. And that shit been stressed.
I felt like with early in his career, like especially like looking back at the interview, everything that he was talking about doing, he did.
Yeah.
Like even on Nothing Was the Same, he said, let's see where I am from a decade from now. And it's like, I mean, I was 2013, so we got about like, dog, he ain't slowing up no time soon. Well, you know what I'm saying? So it's like with his career, and then for him to come in the way he is and be the top dog. So because at that time, the best rapper was like, you know, rapping on some, you know, street shit or, you know, just having that persona about them. He wasn't about that. He like women, he had mom issues and shit like that. That's what he rapped about. And he just can bar for bar, like rap with anybody. And the nigga was just dope. And for him to maintain that throughout his career is like, that ain't some easy shit to do. Not for 10 years. Not for 10 years.
Nothing Was the Same, I would say, was like the turning point for him. You know? Like turning that curve.
It's not my favorite one, but that was his turning point in his career. Yeah, I would say that.
But right now, 2019, we going into 2020, that nigga is that boy, dog. And then, man, to do the fucking video on the ski slopes right behind the house, him going down the slopes himself, dog, that shit's hard, bro. I don't care. I know we got Drake. You know what I mean?
I don't listen, this is what I'm saying. I don't have any problem with Drake.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? My whole thing is the nigga just put his foot in his mouth sometimes.
Yeah, he does.
You know
because he talks a lot. Anybody who talks a lot is gonna have something like that.
But at the same time, I can't give him a pass for that. We any nigga that put their foot in their mouth, you still gotta let them know, hey, you talking crazy. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I can't just because you Drake, I can't say
no. You can't excuse it. You can't excuse it. But Chuck, dog, check it out. This man had the battle with Pusha T. Okay, he admit the L. But so what? You had a battle with Pusha T. Drake is not a bitch. You say something about Drake, he is responding immediately.
No.
You don't think so?
No, he didn't.
Oh, with who? Who didn't he respond to?
I mean, you can't say that then in the same light. You say the Pusha T shit, he didn't respond.
So, what's one rapper who dissed Drake that Drake didn't respond to? Joe Budden?
He gave Joe Budden a line.
He gave everybody bars.
He gave him a line on what's the shit with French Montana? He gave him 6 p.m. in Calabasas.
He dissed Joe Budden on there?
He dissed him on there, and I think he dissed him and Diddy on there, and then he dissed him on No Shopping with French Montana.
He dissed Diddy on the new one. Used to look up to a man until he
might have not
PC.
had gave everybody a song, but he might have thrown subs at them in tracks. I'll say that. And Common. He didn't really address Common.
When what's the one? Stay Scheming.
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah,
come on,
that was Common. That was Common. I forgot about that quick. Yeah.
You're not gonna punch this guy, and he's not gonna do shit. He's not that dude.
I feel like with Motown though, like depending on the artist, certain bars and certain lines, it'd be like he'll give them like a slick line, but it could somewhat be impactful. So like with the Stay Scheming shit,
and that's
even with Kendrick Lamar, but with Kendrick Lamar, it wasn't really no real beef. Like he didn't like Common. Like he had real beef with Meek Mill at the time. Like he had real beef with Pusha T. You know what I'm saying? So, but with the whole Pusha T and Drake shit, man, I'm both parties. I'm done with that shit. Both parties, because it's like y'all don't have no real issues. Yeah. And then one said it's competitive sparring, but then one with the shit because when he talked about your son and you brought up this other shit, like that hit you a certain way. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But on his end, I feel like with
you started this shit though.
Yeah.
Like you really did start this shit, and then when it got to
he didn't really start that shit. He inserted himself.
You insert yourself, but you brought this man's wife up. But when you do that, there's no more.
Before that,
there's no rules. You can't bring up a nigga wife, and then when he bring up your partner or your whatever person you got going on,
that'll always be a
now it's too real.
You caught the L with Push.
You don't know where it's going at now.
Yeah, he caught the L with that.
But you can't say that that's going too far. Like this is rap.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can't say you such a student of the game But nigga, this is what we do.
Right.
You can't go against that.
Right. Yeah,
especially if you're supposed to be so high.
Hold this L.
Like you can't. Just hold the L. Like when you start talking too much, now you know. That's all I'm saying. Other than that, the nigga. I get it. That's all I be saying. Like
the song trash to you.
The song trash. The interview shit when you still trying to like make yourself a victim in the shit. Like that's just not real to me. Yeah. That's just not real nigga shit to me.
But it's his perspective. And he did the interview. He wasn't. I think we got.
I don't
Drake.
think the nigga. I don't think the nigga. I think it was this running narrative, like with him still being bothered. I'm like, bro, they asked him about the shit, and I felt like had he ignored it, people would have been like, oh yeah, he's still bothered by it. If he answered it, oh, Pusha T living rent free in his head. Like, the same could be said about Pusha.
No, there's nothing wrong with answering the questions, but when you answering the shit from a victimhood perspective, that's when niggas still looking at you crazy. Like
the nigga said he took the L. The nigga said he gave him credit for the play.
But then when you do the whole dissing my friends, that's not wavy and all this other shit. Like nigga, like no, you're
the wishing death.
Yeah, like you're doing all this other shit, but you're forgetting you took it to that level within the beef.
Right.
So you have to be accountable for that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like you don't get to dictate how a nigga slap you after you spit on his shoe.
No,
you don't do that.
No.
So you can't really say that nigga went too far when you push him there.
Right. When
you took
went
it
too
there.
Far,
you took it there. Yeah. So now you didn't like how a nigga punched you. And now it's still a problem.
I don't agree with him on everything, but I like that I got a Drake podcast in the middle of December along with a song.
Right.
That shit did 20 million views. That shit is awesome.
Yeah, that's
dog.
expected.
That's
He's
hard.
going to do that.
That's
He's going to do that.
I clap for shit like that. You know what I mean? I ain't hating. That's it.
Yeah. I mean, the interview was real good. Like he really covered everything. Like down to his beginning of his career and his relationship with Wayne, the shit with Meek, like the Pusha shit wasn't really that long. That's like when I first saw the shit on Twitter, I'm like, okay, I already know what time it is. Like everybody just gonna take that part. The nigga talked about Pusha for probably about 3-4 minutes, bro, and it was on to the next shit. And it was just like, oh, like the nigga still bothered by the shit. I'm like, bro, the man answering the question, like you can't.
But the answer's still full of shit, though. You can still say the answer full of shit.
The answer, him on the aspect of saying, oh yeah, I wasn't with him. Wishing death on my friend. I said that last year. Like we already know what time it is with that. But all the other shit, like him about the nigga admitted that he took the L. You see what I'm saying? Like he admitted twice. He said, yeah, I give him credit for that. He gave me my first official L, like quote unquote. Like so, it is what it is. Like other than that, I don't see no issue with him talking about the shit. Like Pusha still getting nigga bars on Maybach Music 6. That. The shop episode was last year, so you can't say that he's bothered and then Drake's bothered, but Pusha's not. That's the only thing I'm saying. Like both them niggas is fans of each other. The nigga said on Button Podcast he bumped Jaded. That's his shit. The nigga said he still got the mic upstairs in his house. Like so, these niggas is obviously fans of each other. Like nobody can convince me otherwise. So all that little petty back and forth shit, I don't believe it. At this point, I don't believe it no more because it's like y'all niggas ain't really got no beef. Y'all had y'all little time. You know, it is what it is.
So you can't say. So from this,
I told you that on Twitter.
No, the nigga saying, "Oh, I'm not trying to mend nothing with these niggas." No, that shit fake too.
It's not fake. I don't have to mend stuff with you to not have an issue with you,
man. So all
I don't have to mend.
If it's not no real beef, if it's not no real beef, there's nothing to mend. So you can't really say, "Oh, I wish I can't fuck with these niggas." You shout Kanye out, and now you saying you don't want to mend shit with this nigga, but y'all don't have no real beef.
Why do I have to mend with you if I don't have beef?
I'm not saying you that. In my opinion, there's nothing to mend if there's no real beef.
But he so answered the question though.
You can't put your foot in your mouth and say oh, I don't believe these niggas and all this other shit. Like the shit you just talking in circles. In my opinion, you don't believe these niggas' music and shit like that.
The nigga said that's another thing. The nigga said it on Two Birds One Stone 3 years ago, and niggas acting like that's new.
No,
that's not new.
I said it was cat back then too. Like you can't say that, but you idolize these niggas. Like which one is it?
The nigga mind can't change over time. Nigga say he idolized them niggas when he was 15, 16.
Come on, man. You're still a fan of this man, though. Like,
and Pusha T's a fan of him.
All right, so that's what I'm saying. There's no. If you're saying there's no real beef, there's nothing to mend. Don't put your foot in your mouth and say, "Oh, I don't wish to fuck with these niggas no more." Obviously, you still do. That's all I'm saying. You still fuck with these.
That doesn't mean that.
if you still bumping a nigga music that you don't wish no ill will towards, you can't say, oh, I don't wish to squash on what these niggas. One day you're gonna bump into these niggas one day. That's what I'm saying. That's slight cap. That's all I'm saying. Like,
so is it cap on Pusha's end too?
Yeah, I never excluded Pusha T from this neither. Like, if you still bumping these niggas music and shit like that, it ain't no real beef, ain't no real problems. Then Pusha T just as guilty in the shit if we doing that too. Like, but Drake the only one. He's the bigger star, so niggas is still gonna gravitate to what he's saying, and it's still cap.
No, niggas still saying he hurt behind the shit.
I mean, I don't know if niggas want to say he still hurt, then I wouldn't know, but. You know, just the whole trying to spin it like you didn't have a full part in the shit. That's cap. You're a grown ass man, bro. You know what you did. You know what you said. So, you know, stand on that.
Yeah, I feel you on that. But yeah, as far as like that whole shit, like I'm all for that. But the other shit in the interview, all that other shit was good, man. Just seeing him transcend. This shit was a good interview. They asked good questions. He didn't really duck no questions. So. I was just appreciative of that. Like, I still think the nigga ain't really done. Like, as far as like rapping wise, like, I feel like that nigga's still like in his prime, as far as like delivering heat. So,
like the way his pocket, like as an artist, in his prime, like I don't think we've seen nothing like this as far as like, as far as like potential longevity goes. Like, he really can rap as long as he wants to, like, and still...
With his style, I think so, yeah.
How old is he?
He just turned, like...
33?
33.
Oh, yeah.
He just turned 33. You know what I'm saying? So, like, his pocket, you gotta think the last 10 years, it just set him up, if anything, for retirement. And that could be, you know... Anytime. But still, he still could potentially have a next 10 years that either mirror... this last decade or be even better. So it's like, you know, you never know with him. Like, he don't got a ceiling really. So it is what it is.
Man, I also want to say, dog, that's a good song because it's a good vibe to it. It's a good feel, man. You listen to what he's saying, dog.
On War?
Yeah, War. He's talking about, you know, kicking it with his people, partying, drinking, having a good time, dog. That's a good song, man. You ain't feeling it. Go, y'all boy, go workaholics. Go listen to it again.
I listened to it 3 times. I can't.
You said you played it 8 times.
That was exaggeration.
Tune was like, damn, 8 times.
I thought somebody would have picked up on that. Like, when I ever say I listened to some shit 8 times.
That same day, I played that song more than 8 times. On the real, I ain't even fucking lying, dog. That shit is on repeat still, bruh.
I ain't giving no shit no 8 times to try to grasp it. No.
Yeah.
I thought people would have caught up on that. I don't think nobody would actually think I'm gonna give some shit 8 tries.
Yeah.
But I listened to it 3 times and I was like, no, it's not catching me. So
not catching.
No.
Not catching. Word.
Y'all know I fuck with.
What else you listening to, Mo?
I'm listening to a lot of trap shit, man. Underground music. I'm listening to that new Currency though. That new Return to Bernie's.
Yeah.
I ain't heard that yet. I'm listening to that. That song on Dolphin and Hard. Other than that, I'm listening to the underground shit, man.
Yeah, you listen to Wire and Phil, new one, CBC.
Yeah, I'm on that. I've been on that. I've been on. We talking local artists. I've been on that Hefe Bank hard.
Yeah.
Who else around here been going hard, man? Them probably the 2 best projects to me right now, like out of the city. That new Tyler Cass single was pretty decent too.
Hell yeah, Phil shit really impressed me.
Phil shit hard though.
Really impressed me, dog.
I think if we had like some major some label eyes looking at here, like I'd put Phil like push him. You know what I'm saying? Like he one of the ones. Other than that, like underground tip just been the same rotation. Griselda. That single tape, that's like the mixtape of the year to me. I've said this multiple episodes. That Don't Play With Him, that's like a mixtape of the year to me.
Oh, Plugs I Met was that's probably his best project. Yeah. That shit was fire.
Yeah.
Shit, I hope I know Drake had talk about that too. I hope them niggas do a track together. That shit'll be fire.
Yes. Hell
yeah. You'll get peak Mob Boss Drake on that.
Benny and Drake on a track? Yeah. That's nothing but bars. That should be fire.
You gotta throw the rest of the boy on there though.
I mean, yeah, throw them all on there. Yeah. I don't want no album or nothing now, but a track.
I think Westside Gunn will try to morph into some other shit. And he get a.
He got to represent.
Got to be extra.
Yeah, both of them boys. You on a Drake? Yeah, they going
real extra.
Yeah, they going to definitely want to give their best foot forward on the track like that. But yeah, that should be fire. But Benny had a good year. How many projects he dropped this year? 2, including the last one with the collab.
One mixtape.
I got him on here. Let me see.
I think only 2.
Yeah, 2.
Yeah.
Plugs I Met.
Yeah. Managed by Rock Nation now.
Yeah, just that one. Yeah, and the other one. Yeah, that shit was fire. Oh, that Jack Boy shit with Travis Scott, that shit fire.
Yeah, that Out West song there hard. That's the one. That shit just dropped like what, 2 days ago?
Yeah.
Yeah. You listen to that yet? That Cactus Jack compilation?
I saw it.
Yeah.
That shit fire. What else came out? Oh, Cameron.
Oh, deluxe version.
Deluxe
version of deluxe version is
deluxe version of
Thug
So
album.
Much Fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that probably Toast to Me is the best track on there. That's the first track out the gate.
Which Thug though? Back to Thug promised a new album first quarter 2020.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
This is gonna drop January.
All right, bet.
Killing shit.
I'm with it.
Yeah.
Thug been killing shit for real.
Killing shit.
I'm with that.
He definitely top 10 of the decade.
Yeah, he definitely is.
Maybe top 3.
I ain't gonna put him top 3.
Okay.
Top 3? I wouldn't argue top 5. Top 3 is kind of who we put top 3 then?
Drake,
Well,
Future, Thug.
That's your 3?
Yeah, that's my 3.
Well, I gotta
On
put
a serious tip.
Drake,
know what?
Kendrick, Cole, Future, and then Ross.
I can't put Kendrick in mine, bro.
I gotta put those would be the top 5 of the decade. I'm biased.
What Kendrick really did outside of Good Kid, Mad City? Like,
I mean, To Pimp a Butterfly was dope. Damn was good. It's not classics like how people portraying it, but
Good Kid is the one. Though.
And you can't deny his impact. Like he's gonna go down arguably top 10, just off impact alone. Like he definitely been doing shit, man. Like what he's done with TD.
Put top 5.
Like
I
put him like 6.
Hold on, man.
6 or 7.
Hold on.
And I gotta put Nicki in there. Like if I'm going off that, I gotta put Nicki top 5. If I'm being real.
Talking about what impact and everything included.
Hell yeah.
Doug had a major impact too, though.
Not more than Nicki Minaj.
I think so.
Not more than Nicki.
I have to run with Meg, man. Like Thug impact is major, bro. Like
his impact ain't more major than Nicki's. And y'all know I love Thug, but I can't. I'm just being real. I can't.
Maybe because Nicki was downsiding right now, we don't see it.
Yeah, so she is.
Like, out of sight, out of
Oh,
mind.
we.
Can you technically say she's downside? I mean, let's even go back to her beef with Remy. Like she still came out on top of that, even though like lyrically she lost, but like, but she still like
Remy lost that battle on her own.
Her status is not dying down no time soon. Remy Ma, on the other hand, that shit went down.
That's her
right
fault.
After that.
That's her fault, though.
You know what I'm saying? So Nicki Minaj, she's damn near Teflon when it comes to like her impact. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't, for what she's done from 2009 to 2019, like it has to be worthy of. It's no question top 10, maybe top 5, but I would put that would be my 5: Drake, Kendrick, Cole, Future, and Ross.
I wouldn't argue that. That's a solid 5.
Gotta put Ross top 5. What he's done this decade, like, then what he done with MMG, like, dog, that Self-Made, the first one album, dog, I went back and listened to that shit, man. That shit put me back to when.
Take you to a certain time.
Bruh, that shit was fire.
Yeah.
Like, that whole camp, I thought was gonna be on some strong movement type shit.
Drew can relate. That started the Plan B. The Plan B era, that started the King Street Grill downtown location era.
Dog, Play a Part.
That started started the other type of venues.
600 Bins. I'm a Boss.
When that I'm a Boss drop, that I'm
Tupac
a Boss,
back.
Yeah, that was.
He catapulted Nick's career.
Yeah, he catapulted a lot of
100%.
niggas' career, man. Like
Ross
Ross
was blessing niggas with them hooks on that album, bro.
Hell yeah, bro. Ross was
definitely saved Wale because he had a bad deal.
He top 5, man.
Yeah, Ross, that's my nigga.
He top
But
5.
he say nobody's favorite, and I believe him, dog. It's like that, man.
Yeah, Ross, that nigga, man. Shout out to Ross. Still did drop Port of Miami too this year.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, Cameron definitely came through on.
I didn't listen to that yet. Y'all fucking with
I
it?
fuck with it. Yeah.
Right.
It's real good. He did it.
Right.
And he's another nigga who can like see. That's why I don't be buying shit when people be like, "Oh, nobody want to hear you rap about that dog, you can still be in your sound in your pocket and still dropping any. I don't care what decade it is. Now, when you start talking about like, it depends on the track and the sound. Like, Cameron always been rapping over those like them soulful type with the, you know, might have a choir in the background.
When you hear a Cameron beat, you know a Cameron.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and that shit can work in any era. Imagine when Max B come home. The first track out the gate on Max B shit, you knew that was Max B. You knew that was Max because he rap over shit like that, and that shit sound good as hell in 2019.
We just said that. We was like, yo, Max B will always be good because he stick to his pocket, but his pocket still can be a current sound.
You can age your pocket.
Like, yeah.
You can age your pocket. A lot of people be like, oh, nobody want to hit. Why you can't?
Hey, man, when it comes down to it, man, if you a wavy nigga, you always can serve.
You know, I think I asked this on here before. I'm not too sure. I think I might ask my homeboy about it. But, like, the sound changing in music. I don't feel like the sound in music changed like that much. Like, people be saying, oh, 2013, dog, the sound is still the same. Like, what sound is different?
Was different from now?
Like, what sound is different to 2013 from now?
I mean, it's still
that mainstream sound hasn't changed.
No, it's still
maybe pop like.
I mean, it's always been southern influence, but I mean, I don't know what do you mean by like it's.
I don't know. Maybe because of the introduction of Migos, maybe.
That's a flow. That's not a sound.
But the BPM slowed down, the tempo, the pace.
That yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't argue that. I wouldn't argue that.
Migos used to be
yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I think the only time I could say it changed was around 08, 09. And then it just evolved from that. So from like 2000, 2008 is not the same sound. I can say that. 2008, 2009 is not. The year 2000. But I can honestly say I seen more of a change in the sound from 90 to 2000 than I have from 2010 to 2019.
That's what technology, period, though.
Because 1990, think about the biggest song in 1990 and the biggest song in 2000 was Country Grammar.
Yeah, that would have never been the biggest song in 1990.
That sound had completely shifted by the time 2000 came. And I think it was a short flip because 96 and 90 ain't the same.
What was the biggest? What was probably the biggest song in '96? Like
probably California Love.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah,
probably California Love.
But see, that sound like a shit that can come out now though.
That's what I'm saying. A lot of shit is timeless music.
Yeah,
a lot of shit is just like timeless. But like the sounds, I ain't see too much sound change from 2010 to 2019.
I think it'd be different producers.
Like Teflon Don could drop right now.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Think about My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. That shit could drop right now. Like. What else? Even if you wanted early 2010, like 2012, like what we got? Rich Forever? Come on, man. Like a lot of
That's
shit.
Supposed to be an album.
That's like when Wayne gave us the Carter 5 and people was like, oh, it's probably sound outdated because it's supposed to come out 2014. Like, nigga, ain't shit changed for 2014? Maybe just what he was rapping about at that time could the subject matter. Yeah. But the sound, ain't no sound change really. Like, could you imagine the Carter 3 dropping right now?
Yeah.
That sound would still stick. Yeah. Then a lot of the times, a lot of people say, well, this shit ain't hitting like your first album. Well, his first album came out in this time. So, yeah. Oh, and no more NBA YoungBoy comparisons to Wayne, man. I'm tired of seeing that shit on the TL.
Yeah, that shit never
Somebody actually was in my mentions about that shit, man. Talk about what song he had better than Wayne at 19 years old. I'm like, The Block is Hot and Shine is better than anything YoungBoy got out. And then she just licked off I said, no, I'm not hearing that. People forgot he gave us 10,000 bars too.
Yeah, them songs.
I don't know why people forget that.
And like Block is Hot, that's like them timeless songs though. Like, you know what I'm saying? But YoungBoy is. I don't want to say this. I don't want to say like don't compare him.
Is it because he was next to Birdman?
Because I'm trying to say YoungBoy trash and like that. I'm a very, very big YoungBoy fan. Yeah. So it's like I'm not saying it. I'm just saying let YoungBoy be him. You know what I'm saying? Like he's him. So that's my point of view from that. Like I fuck with YoungBoy.
I think he ain't no comparison.
Yeah, it's not really no comparison. Like yeah, it's really not.
He's a streaming giant.
Yeah.
He's a YouTube giant. Wayne's a fucking megastar.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't even think YoungBoy even want that type of lane. Like, you know what I'm saying? He where he want to be, and he make
fine.
Doing very fine. Like he good. So it's like I don't even think, you know. You right. Like that's
I don't even think he got that rapping ability.
He do got the rapping ability.
So you tell me he could give us? Is he even in the pre-Carter conversations?
Like as far as like bars wise,
yes.
Nah. But he can as an artist. His artistry though, his overall artistry.
He could be as big as him. Is what you're saying?
He could be a big star. Rapper wise, no. Star, yes.
Oh, okay.
That's the difference. You see?
Yeah, no, I know the difference. Yeah. Anybody could be a big star.
So yeah, what we next at, man? Were you trying to do these top 10 sneakers? Then we out of here.
Oh yeah. Your top 10 sneakers of the decade. You do that. And shout out to Greg, man, from Sneak This podcast. That's my nigga. We always be talking about sneakers and shit like that. You be having some wild takes, but you my dog at the end of the day.
What you talking about?
My boy Greg.
What did he say? I missed it. What'd you say, bro?
He just be it could be anything. Like I mean, he said Travis Scott sixes can't be in the conversation for sneaker of the year. I'm like, nigga, you're bugging. That sneaker is fire.
Why would it not be if it's a sneaker that came out this year?
No, it's just like I ain't a big fan of a lot of Travis sneakers, but dog, the one in the 6 is undeniable.
So let me do my top 10, man, from 2010.
Them ones is fucking fire.
2010, my 2010 top release was the Skunk SBs. That's the.
Oh, you going year by year?
Yeah, I'm gonna do year by year. 2011, I'm gonna go with the Band 11s. 2012, I'm going with the Supreme Lows, them SBs with the red.
The Band 11 is 2011.
Yeah, it came out 2011. Band 1s.
Oh, I'm about to say.
I'm tripping. My
yeah,
bad.
I'm about to say Band 11.
2013, Jordan 1 Royal.
I don't mean to cut you off. That's a slept-on impact sneaker shoe.
What?
The Band 1s.
I mean, that's why ones cost so much after resale now.
I don't think people realize what that sneaker did for ones going forward.
All right. 2014, I got the Ricardo TZ Forces, the Da Vinci's basically. 2015, I got 2 shoes. I got the Jordan 1 Chicago, and I got the Don C2s. Those were the top shoes of 2015. 2016, I'm going with the Linen Air Force Ones. If y'all know what that is, that's the khaki with the pink swoosh. Fat Joe made those famous a while back. 2017, I'm going with the Off-White Timberlands. Those were the velour material wheats. 2018, I'm
surprised you didn't go with the Kith one. That shit was fire.
Kith?
You didn't like that one?
2018,
that shit was fire.
We're going with Union Jordan 1s.
Union's fire.
And this year, I'm going with the Travis Scott 6s. That's the top shoe.
What's the Kith beef, dog?
Man, that shit gentrified streetwear, man.
Oh, it's gentrified. Oh, that's why.
Man.
But that Timberland boot is fire. Don't lie.
I don't even know what you're talking about. The Kith Tim?
You didn't see that collab that they had? No. That shit is fire, bruh.
They dropped this year?
No, I think that was 2017, 18.
Nah.
Let me see if I can find that shit.
I ain't fucking with no Kith shit, man. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, man. Yeah. If we taking it there, then yeah, of course.
Top shoe of all time. Black Air Force One.
Hell no.
Them shits is fire, bro.
I don't even like high boots like that, though. So
you don't like the 40 below Timberland boot? Don't lie.
Those ain't 40 belows.
I'm saying it's the same cut, though.
Nah, the 40 below's a little shorter than that.
Nah, they might be the same height, bro.
You think so?
Yeah, the 40 below is fire. That's probably the best Timberland boot.
Yeah, man. Tupac did his thing in those.
I still can't find them bitches. But let me see mine. My top 10. I didn't do year by year, but I just got a top 10 of the decade. So I would have to go number 10, Nike SB Skunks. Number 9, New Balance Kennedys.
Oh, those were
number 8, Jordan Shattered Backboards. Like, come on, dog. Number 7, I'm not a personal fan of the sneaker, but what it did impact-wise. Oh, this is based off of culture impact, hype, shit like that. Deshaun Weatherspoons, 97s. Mm-hmm. Kobe 6 Grinch, Christmas. Mm-hmm. Come on, arguably the best Christmas sneaker of all time. Mm-hmm. Adidas Ultra Boost, number 5. Off-White Jordan 1. South Beach Braun 8 at number 3.
That's this decade? Oh, yeah, that was 2010.
Number 2, Galaxy Foam. And number 1, Yeezy 2 Red October.
Damn, yeah, you're right.
That probably was the most. That sneaker probably had everybody in a fucking frenzy more than any sneaker this year. Man, arguably. I remember the Sunday that shit dropped.
Yeah, that was
I was
random
pissed.
ass Sunday. I was waiting. The word was it's supposed to drop that week, so I'm thinking, yeah, I got some time. Get
I ain't had it, and I've been shitting. I would have got it, but I ain't had it at the time.
I had it and rolled over. And my girl at the time, she was like, yo, you know them shit dropped this morning? Talking about it on Twitter. I was like, man, you lying, bro. I get on Twitter, everybody posting their little carts and shit, or they L's they took.
Oh, that shit dropped on a random Sunday, February, like 2013. That shit was wild.
I was like, all right, Nike, man, fuck y'all.
So that's your top shoe of the decade.
That would be the top shoe. Now, personal wise, my shit is different, but I ain't got no. Now, my personal top sneaker of the decade probably would be. It's tough, man. We had so much good shit this decade. It'd probably be between the Galaxy LeBron 9 or probably Chicago 1. And I was shitting because I lost my wallet that Friday night. I was out on a date that night, and I got up the next morning. I think back and I look about that shit like, bruh, like, how the fuck? Where the fuck did I leave that? I called the movie theater, they ain't had that shit there. I don't know what the fuck I did with that wallet. But yeah, Chicago 1, that shit was it was good to see that shoe come back. And shout out to Nike for holding us on this, for getting us hyped for that shit, man. I knew that shit wasn't coming back out.
I didn't even talk about that.
Come on, giving us that bullshit ass pack. New beginnings.
So the shoe that's dropping instead of the Chicago 1 is the reverse breads that he actually wore. That's how they're gonna try to sell to us. So he wore these before.
You getting that? Or you gonna go out your way to get it?
No.
Oh, okay. I'm not going out my way to get
The
that
fuck?
shit.
All right, man. So what else we got? We good?
Yeah, I thought I had some other sneaker that might have came out that I was really fucking with this decade, but good to see DMP's coming back.
Oh yeah, DMP's drop next month. Black Cat 4 is dropping next month.
Yeah. Those shit come back out. Now you gonna be on those.
2020 looking good. What else we got for this episode though?
That's about it, man. A good year we had. We had a good year. Introduced to YouTube this year.
Introduce YouTube. This is episode 99. So, Drew, can we go ahead and drop the news, or we still need to?
I mean, it's up to y'all, boys.
It's up. It's up, man.
Yeah, we'll possibly be doing most likely be doing a live show for our 100th episode.
Doing a live show. We'll
release more details.
Yeah, we're dropping the details soon, but the live show is coming soon. Got some surprises on the way. We got some guests on the way. And we're going up, man. We're going to be dropping, where y'all can link up with us at soon. If you follow us, you know where to catch us at. And, we'll be dropping that news soon, guys. Pull up boys activated.
Yes, sir.
Me and Mike activated.
Yes, sir.
That's all y'all need to know, really, man.
Yeah, man. Just appreciate y'all rocking with us, As always, man. We've been doing this shit for 3 years. We just had our 3-year anniversary on the 18th. I can't believe we're doing this shit for 3 years now. That's wild.
Yeah, time is nothing but a social construct, man. Yeah, man. That's all it is.
New Work Media team always doing good shit as usual. Got more podcasts coming under the network. So always shout out to y'all.
Yeah, shout out to
just shout out to everybody rocking with us for 3 years, man.
100%.
Definitely. So that's it, man.
Yeah, man. So by the time we talk to you guys again, we'll be in the new year. So we want to wish all y'all boys a safe New Year's. Emphasis on safe, guys. Let's be safe and smart. So I want to see y'all 2020 so we can get this money together. We can, keep these vibes going. And, that's what I really want to send off with y'all. Let's make sure we bring in 2020 safe, because anything can happen, guys. Let's keep it safe. So with that being said, if you hear anything on this episode or on any of our shows, period, that gets you in your feelings, always remember,
we're just some messages.
We out.